That was the combined Lebanon and Springboro High School bands with our national anthem. We've got about 5.5 minutes before we kick off this game. And Jim, you got some starting lineups for us?
I sure do, and I'm going to go with Springboro's offense starting their lineup first. We're starting with their two receivers, Randy Johnson. He's a junior. He's 6'2", 170 pounds. Damon Francis, also a junior, 6'2", 170 pounds. Then we go down to the tight end, Mike South, 6'3", 225 pounds. That's a big target out there for him. The center is Jason Coons. He's 5'10", 205 pounds. At the right guard will be Harold Brown, 5'10", 215-pound junior. At the left guard will be Dave Campbell. He's 6'1", 255-pound junior. At the one tackle will be Nick Bertosic. He's 6'2", 235 pounds. At the other tackle will be Andy Tribby. He's 6 foot, 265 pounds. And looking at the tailback, he's Mr. Everything over there, carries the ball more than anyone else, leading ground gainer in the FAVC. Adam Dillon, a senior, 6 foot, 185-pound durable tailback. And at fullback will be Alex Grothjan, a sophomore, 5'10", 225 pounds. And at quarterback, number 7, Luke Howard. He's a senior, 5'11", 180 pounds.
You know, Jim, it's interesting how the number 99 comes into play in this game. This is the 1999 season. Lebanon has won 99 times on this field. Lebanon's record on this field is 99, 51, and 3. And you want to hear something really weird? When you beat Roth here in 1980, it was your 99th win.
What?
At Lebanon.
99.
So 99 comes into play in this game tonight.
It sure does. Well, the bands have cleared the field now, and the Warriors are lining up in the south end zone, getting ready to bust through the big Lebanon Warrior sign up there. They have the cheerleaders are all lined up out there. Cameramen are lined up out there. I think it's all there. Springboro's ready to get theirs up there. The coaches are following the teams out. Let me run down the defensive lineup right here. We still have 3 minutes before game time. At one defensive end will be Jordan Hicks. He's 6'5", 245-pound senior. At the other end will be check that. It's going to be Matt McCutcheon now. He's 6 foot, 270-pound senior. At one inside tackle will be number 66, Josh Eldridge. At the other defensive tackle will be James Baldwin. He's a junior, 260 pounds. At the outside linebackers will be Justin Runyon, a senior, 175 pounds. Boy, I'm jumbling this up a little bit. Then on the other side is Nick Singleton. He's number 23. He starts the other corner. To the linebackers could be Justin Runyon moving in from the outside there, or Connor McGeehan. He's 6'1", 170 pounds. At the safety will be Ty Merchant, number 8, 6'2", 165-pound sophomore. And Danny Johnson will be at one corner, 5'10", 150 pounds. And at the other corner will be Stevie Johnson, his brother, and a scholar athlete on the team. That's got our lineups for the defense. And we got Springboro's offense. And remember, Lebanon is going to be kicking off from the north, or from the south to the north. And the wind will be at Lebanon's back, a strong southerly wind coming in on the field tonight. And everybody, Springboro, Lebanon, everybody is on their feet. And the score clock says 1 minute and 45 seconds before we start postseason and a new season, because from here on out, it's 1 and out. 5 straight victories will get you a state championship, and we're looking at the defending state champions right now, in which that's the Lebanon Warriors, and they're on the field.
I just want to remind the people in other games tonight in Region 8, which is Division 2, Vandalia Butler is playing at Kings. Butler is 6-4, Kings is 9-1. Springboro, of course, is here at Lebanon. Cincinnati McNicholas has a 7-3 record, and they're playing at undefeated Edgewood. The Cougars are 10-0 under Coach Steve Chanel. And Dayton Carroll, a member of the Mid-Miami League, is 7-3, and they're playing tonight way down in Chillicothe, who is also 7-3. So 3 teams from the Mid-Miami League and 3 teams from the Port Angel Valley Conference are in the playoffs this year.
That says an awful lot for the Southwestern Ohio, and especially this area right in here, because you got the FAVC and the MML, all teams very similar in size.
First quarter will be brought to you by John Russell's Garage, by Minuteman Press, by the Village Ice Cream Parlor, by People's Building and Loan, by Mighty Casey's Eatery, by Hinkle Schuler, Senior Flaherty, the Western Star, Domino's Pizza, by Lebanon Citizens National Bank and by Aretz Designs, excuse me.
All right. We're teeing it up out there. They're having their last second in the Warrior huddle facing the north out there. We got Josh Eldridge, number 66, got the ball set on the tee right now. Lights are on. Crowds on their feet. Everybody's on their feet. Cheerleaders, the bands, everybody. Springboro's cheering section is just raising Cain over there on the far side. There's people all around the fence, 4 or 5 deep. The biggest crowd, even bigger than we saw earlier this season for the Kings game. This is the biggest crowd I've ever seen at Lebanon for a football game. And Josh Eldridge approaches the ball. High end-over-end kick. The ball's taken down in the end zone, so it's going to be an automatic touchback. There'll be no return. Springboro is going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
We're going to compete tonight with a lot of noise around us. The Lebanon fans are here. The Lebanon band is all geared up, so there's going to be a lot of noise here tonight.
Awful lot of noise here, but I guess that's the way we like it. Go ahead and let them yell and holler. Let them get all that out of them they want to, because that's what these athletic contests are for. Only thing would be better tonight is a bigger stadium, Craig.
Well, we could use a lot more room tonight.
All right. There they come. They're coming out in I formation. They got a slot to the right. Ball's right in the middle of the field. Quarterback comes out, gives the reverse to the left side. Number 21 takes the ball, and he gets a first down for him.
Got a flag, Jim.
And the flag right straight out there. It could be a face mask.
Definitely like the face mask. Nick Singleton made the tackle, but he got a hold of the face mask too, so they're going to tack some more yardage on.
Yeah, when it comes in late like that, you can almost count on the mask.
That was Dustin Griffin. He's a sophomore, 5'10", 155 pounds. Started running the ball. He wasn't listed as a starter in the lineup. However, he's there.
Coach, there's a replay, and you can see right here, just as Nick makes contact, he reaches right up and just snatches right a hold of that.
Yeah, but that was just a little one. I wonder if they give us a little penalty.
Yeah, well,
in high school, we didn't say
I wish there was, because it would have been, but that was 15.
It was. Nick knew he was on there. Nothing malicious or anything. Springboro's ready to run the football. They got it 1st and 10 on their own 47-yard line. No score in the game yet. Springboro from the north to the south. Quarterback Howard looks over the line. I formation. Behind him is Grafton and the tailback, and Widget gets the ball. Left side gets back to about the line of scrimmage. Maybe he picks up 2 yards.
Justin Runyon and Jeremy Slavin was in on the stop for Lebanon.
That was Adam Dillon, leading rusher in the in the MML. Took it for the first carry of the night. Add to his record 2 yards, bring it up right at the 50-yard line. 2nd and 8. No score in the ball game. Lebanon in their straight 6-2 defense. Gives to Dillon again. He's hit by Slavin in the backfield.
There they are again. Jeremy Slavin, Justin Runyon.
The ball was given to the tailback. Dillon started to his left, and he was hit for about a 1-yard loss. Great effort. Looks like Lebanon's defense is going to play the aggressive role tonight when you're shooting linebackers on the second play of the game.
They're going to come after him and challenge him right from the start.
Well, it sure worked that time.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 11. We'll probably look for a pass. Springboro's got some tall receivers out there. No score in the game. 2nd 11 at Springboro's own 46-yard line. Motion from left to right. Overloading the right side. Way over everybody's head. Big, strong arm out there out of Luke Howard. The ball was probably 10 yards over everybody's head. Well, if you're going to throw a long pass, throw it long so nobody can get it if you can.
What you always say, Jim, don't ever throw a long pass short or a short pass long.
Absolutely. Nothing can happen but bad things, as Woody Hayes would used to say.
Oh, you got one of your old quarterbacks. Well, he's not that he's old, but one of your former quarterbacks sitting back here, so I bet he's heard that a few times.
And he's the only one who could coach because he's the only left-handed quarterback ever had.
That's true. You had a left-footed place kicker at the same time.
That's right.
That's why we got along so well.
There's the punt. High end-over-end punt. Singleton by himself takes it on the 15. Gets tackled immediately down there on the far sideline over there.
Singleton slipped down, but it looked like Jason Anderson and Jason Francis combined there to make the tackle. We'll give him credit for that.
Don't forget John Russell's Garage down at 701 Deerfield Road at the corner of East Street and Deerfield Road. If you got car problems and wintertime coming up, you might want to go down and talk to John, get that car ready for the bad weather. Give him a call at 932-1169.
Playoff game number 1 just getting underway. 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lebanon takes over. A wide slot left. I formation. Abrams calls the signals. There's a snap. Abrams come back, gives the tailback Singleton off the right side. He's got running room. He's up to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Could be enough to move the sticks.
Jason Coons, number 51 from Springboro, made the tackle.
Overall, running down the size, it looks to me like Lebanon might have a little bit size advantage, our offense versus their defense. But their offense is bigger than Lebanon's defense. They only have 2 players going both ways. Lebanon has about 7 players going both ways. 1st and 10, Lebanon's own 30-yard line. Motion Singleton from left to right. Ball's fake. Abrams keeps to the outside on the option. It looks like they're playing that very well, and he's tackled almost immediately.
Number 45 from Springboro, Josh Gibbs, made the tackle.
And would he be coming from a defensive
Josh was a defensive end, Coach. We didn't read it real well. I think we should have pitched that ball.
Well, that's exactly who's supposed to take the quarterback on the option. Ball's on the Lebanon 34-yard line, 2nd and 7. High formation, slot right. Runyon and Singleton behind Abrams. Chris Nelson the center. Ball's given to Singleton off the right side again. Picks up about 5 yards.
Tackle on the play from Springboro by the linebacker number 2, Joey Maccabee.
Well, that's who's supposed to make the tackles. Those linemen are supposed to cut down those offensive linemen and let the ball carriers come through that hole naked. When they do, bingo, that's when the linebacker is supposed to stick them.
Boy, Maccabee's been a prominent name in Springboro for a number of years, hasn't
Years
it?
and years.
A long time.
All right, 9 minutes to go in the first quarter, no score. Lebanon's going to drive. They got 3rd and about 2 on their own 37-yard line. Overloading the left side. Abrams coming to the right. He's going to throw the ball. And oh my goodness, it's just a little bit high for Danny Johnson, but he was stuck right in the rib cage and bent in 2.
Chris Zima, a junior from Springboro, number 29, put a pop right on him.
So that's going to bring up 4th, and we're going to see a punter for the, and we could see a record here. No, he's not deep enough in the field. Joey Stevens could put this ball from his own 38-yard line. He could put this ball in the end zone with that wind behind him. That flag standing out right straight out. Matt McCutcheon comes in for the long snap for punts. He puts it up, and it's a high, got the nose up. Wiggle signaled for a fair catch, and he gives a fair catch. And it was close. Danny Johnson brushed him, but no penalty.
Minuteman Press has been helping businesses and individuals with their printing and copying needs in Lebanon and the surrounding communities for over 20 years. Minuteman can design and print company letterhead, envelopes, and brochures. Give them a call at 932-422-4222 and stop in today for your printing needs.
8:48 to go in the first quarter. The ball's on the 24-yard line of Springboro. It's going to be 1st and 10. Lebanon in a 6-2 defense. They got the 4 big down linemen up front. Springboro with 2 wide outs. Tight end comes the right side, and they're on the right hash. Gives the tail back over the right side there. He gets about 6 yards, stumbled at the line of scrimmage, but he did have some running room.
Just tripped up by Connor McGeehan. Just got a shoestring.
And had Connor not done that, I think he had a few more yards.
There was a lot of, you can see right there on the replay, just tripped him up.
That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball's right at the 30-yard line of Springboro. Quarterback Luke Howard brings him up. He's got Grosjean right behind him. It's a tight formation. Springboro's got their linemen in really tight. Turns around, gives it Dillon right in the middle. Got some running room, gets up. Not quite to the line of scrimmage. Nice hole. Gets about 4 on it. It's going to make 3rd and short.
Ty Merchant stepped right up there from his strong safety position. Filled that hole real well.
Big hole to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I'll just have to correct myself and say that was Casey Abrams.
That was number 15, Casey Abrams.
Ty snuck in there late there. That's why I saw that number 8.
And they're going to hold it. They're going to bring a measurement here. I'll tell you right now, I believe I can see better than that. It's not going to be a first down.
No.
Unless Earl Daniels and the boys didn't, maybe Jim Cooper's crew out here didn't line the line straight.
You know, the next time you're in downtown Lebanon, remember, it's always a good time to stop in at the Village Ice Cream Parlor. You don't need a special occasion to stop in and enjoy the food and the atmosphere at the Village Ice Cream Parlor. Located on Broadway in historic downtown Lebanon, it features an old-fashioned soda fountain complete with wire-back chairs. Sodas and shakes are served in a metal mixer, just like in the old days. The Village Ice Cream Parlor is family-owned and open 7 days a week from 10:30 in the morning until 8 at night.
Big play here. Springboro needs a half a yard at their 34-yard line to retain possession of the football and keep the drive going. Lebanon's going to bunch right up in the middle there. They got a lot of beef right now, shoulder to shoulder. Howard calls the signal, keeps the ball, has some running room, the 40, the 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. Nick Singleton is over on the far side and finally takes him out of bounds. Clear down at the 24-yard line. A quarterback keeper around the left side by Luke Howard.
Pretty gutsy call there.
Yes, it sure was, and I tell you, it's a good thing they didn't give it to the fullback. Fullback was stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. He hesitated out there on the wing a little bit, but then once he got the field going, he went down, had a blocker in front of him. Nick Singleton hangs on over there.
Here's Nick grabbing hold of him, finally getting him down.
I think Nick was pushed on that play. All right, 1st and 10 at the Lebanon 21-yard line. Gives the tailback off the left side again. About 3 yards. They're threatening for the first time.
Tackle on the play by Connor McGeehan and Jeremy Slavin.
Number 55 and number 42. Big defensive ends in there. McCutcheon and Hicks. Down inside is Slavin. Second and about 4. Little action coming out. A pitch sweep to the right side over here. Tailback Hill got it and nothing. Ty Merchant comes up really strong. Number 8 on a safety blitz there.
Ty did a real good job of pursuit on that play.
That's going to bring Springboro a 3rd and long. Not a good play for him on the pitch sweep out. The defense is awfully quick getting the ball.
Well, they got a lot of speed from both ends.
Our linemen many times are blocked, linebackers are blocked, but buddy, they get off the blocks just in a hurry and get to the ball in a hurry. Well, it's on the right hash. 3rd and 8, 20-yard line. Howard takes a snap, looking to throw. He's back. He's got a receiver down, and it's caught on the 7-yard line, guys. I can't see. Where's those hashes, McRoberts?
The field's named after you. You get him put on.
We haven't got any power around here. I tell you
what. That's a 7. That's a good call, Coach.
We're going to give some more money to the lime crew. See if Taylor can get some lime out here next year. He and her own get some hashes on this field.
We got Bill Sears on our side now too. That'll help a little.
We got a state championship team here, and then we can't get hashes. Well, it's going to be 1st and goal. Springboro now with tight end to the left. Comes the motion. Comes to the right side now. Strong to the right. Gives the tailback there. Pitches outside here. Tailback is caught back by Singleton.
Great play. Nick fall off a block, took the pitch man, and dropped him right now.
He sure have. I tell you what, they've run the ball wide 4 times. One time they get 60-some yards out of it, and then they get -4, about 5, and the other time they got back to line of scrimmage. What do you call here? 2nd and goal at 12-yard line. Springboro has the ball. No score. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Division 8, Region 2. Or Division 2, Region 8.
That sounded better, Coach.
That's a lot better. Tight end goes the left side at this time. Ball, he's going to throw the ball right away. A look-in pass right over the middle. Boy, Danny Johnson was right on the back.
Danny was right on his hip pocket, close to a flag, but
that was Damon Francis, the good basketball player out there. Just couldn't quite get his mitts on the ball. Going to bring up 3rd and goal at the 12-yard line. So far, Lebanon's defense has held. They started at 1st and goal on the 7. They're back now 3rd and goal at the 12. 4:44 to go in the first quarter of the football game. No score. Springboro threatening. Howard's back, gives the tee back off the left side, got some running room, but
not a whole lot. Jonathan Grubb, number 25 for Lebanon, is right there to make the tackle.
Nice job of the defense. Springboro brings on their field goal. They're going to try and draw blood first with the foot.
You know, the safety of your savings is a paramount concern at People's Building Loan and Savings in downtown Lebanon. Your savings are insured safe to $100,000 by the FDIC and backed by the full faith and credit of the United States government.
Springboro's lined up for a field goal. Can't check the number right now. Can't see. It's going to be about a 27-yard field goal. Ball's blocked. It's blocked by Lebanon.
Coach, once again, it's probably a little bit of a guess, but it looked like Jonathan Grubb was getting up back by the kicker, and I don't know if Jonathan blocked it or if the kicker just kicked it low.
Hard to see. Well, for you people listening on the radio, you won't get to see it, but on television, we might get to take a look at that again. See what exactly happened there. I think it was just a low kick.
Just seemed like it was a mighty low kick. I know our interior lineman blocked it if we did.
Lebanon takes over on their own 13-yard line. Wide slot left, tight end to the right, gives to Singleton. He's got some running room coming up, gets a little bit. Springboro's defense is just what they're built to be. They've been tough so far.
Number 57, David Campbell, who's a junior defensive tackle from Springboro, pursued to make the tackle.
Hey, don't forget to meet us down at Mighty Casey's after tonight's game down at 20 East Silver Street. They have daily lunch specials and just a great place to stop anytime you're hungry, you want to talk football, you want to talk sports. They've got a big screen TV. You go down there on Sundays, you can watch your favorite NFL game. So stop down at Mighty Casey's. We'll see you down there tonight after the game.
3:51 to go in the first quarter, no score. Lebanon has the football, and the referee's crossing his arms, called timeout. Let's take a break for some sponsors.
You know, for personalized and professional service, call on the Faulkner Corwallis team, the team with the home team of Hinkle Schuler Realtors. Ask for Sandra or Mike Faulkner or Peggy Corwallis for assistance with all your real estate needs, agents living in and working in your community. The decision to buy or sell your home is one of the toughest. Get a professional who will work smart for you and listen to your needs. Call them at 932-6070. We also want to thank Senior Flaherty Insurance. Senior Flaherty Insurance is the You Know Us agency, representing Motorist Mutual Insurance Company. Senior Flaherty has received Motorist's highest agency award for the last 15 years for excellent service and commitment to its customers. Call or stop in and see for yourself at their Mason office at 104 Reading Road. Call 398-6966, or the new Lebanon location at 407 North Broadway. Call 932-6801.
Guys, before the game, I was sitting in here writing down some things and so on, and her mother come up and she says, something in the first time in the history of the school record, the 7th graders went undefeated in football. Now, I don't know whether that's a school record, a record. I don't know whether that's the first time, but I tell you, this year, our 7th graders were undefeated.
Well, hats off to that bunch of kids.
Absolutely. We're waiting on you up here, guys. All right, it's going to be 2nd and 8. At about the 14-yard line, Danny Johnson comes from the right to the left. Abrams comes over, pitches to Singleton. Singleton gets outside, dodges the tackle, comes over, a little bit of running room, gets a hit right there, but I tell you, not before he gets close to the first down.
Jordan Bohick, that's a guess. Jordan Bohink. Very good. Thanks, Tom.
He's a basketball player. I remember that name well. And incidentally, Holtry told me that the bet was not on between you guys about mowing grass.
I'll tell you right now, he weaseled out of it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
He weaseled out. He sat right in my driveway Thursday night and said so, and he just weaseled out.
Left hash, I formation, 3rd and about 5. Abrams calling the signals, running behind him. They're bringing some linebackers. They're not being weight. They're not guessing. Abrams going to throw the ball. He does out in the flat to Runyon. Runyon's got the first down and more up to near the 30-yard line.
Joey Maccabee from Springboro made the tackle, number 2.
Well, I'll tell you, if Springboro wants to play that game of being that aggressive with our linebackers bringing them, Coach Brow says, okay, we'll run that fullback out in the flat there. We're going to run your corner off with our wide out. That fullback's going to be open out there, and Justin Runyons was. Casey Abrams delivered a great pass to him right there. Ball's on the right side of the field right now, 1st and 10. Lebanon has it on their own 29-yard line. High formation, wide slot left. Backers are coming again. He gives to Singleton around the left side. He goes left, nothing out there, goes right, and oh, mercy, the Piranha has got him.
Ryan Grothgen, nose tackle from Springboro, number 55. wrapped him right up.
Whenever you blitz your linebackers like that and they do the job, they say, defensive coordinator, great call, and it was a great call. Nick went to his right a little bit, come back to his left, and about that time there's two white jerseys say, hey, here we are. 2:17 to go in the first quarter. Scores 0-0. Lebanon has the ball on their own 25-yard line with 2nd and 14. It's a 4-yard loss for Singleton. Power pitch to the left. Here it comes. Danny Johnson, a lot of speed out there. Gets tackled there. Nice job of the Springboro defense on the corner.
Jordan Boheen one more time, number 23.
How big is he?
Jordan is he's a senior from Springboro. He's 5'10". He weighs 175 pounds.
They must put water on him before they weighed him. That little rascal doesn't look that big, but I tell you, he got there in a hurry.
You know, for your in-depth coverage of all local sporting events, turn to the Western Star, the Star Press, or the Franklin Chronicle each week. To subscribe, call 513-932-3010.
Well, we've got a difficult situation. You know it's going to be a long gainer. It's going to be a draw, screen, pass, something like that. 3rd and about 11 on Lebanon's own 26-yard line. Abramsaw's wide receiver to the right. He starts to his left, reverses his signal, comes out, is back on his feet, almost falls down, but he's up, but he's tackled before he gets anything out of it. He started to his right, then reversed around and lost his balance, chased by a defender, got loose and picked up a few.
Ryan Grothgen, once again from Springboro. Coach, they did an article in this week's paper, I believe it was about Thursday, maybe yesterday's paper, interviewed Ryan Grothgen, and he talked about how he uses his wrestling skills as that defensive tackle, and he sure proved it. He's quick on his feet, caged up Nick, caged up Casey, he's got the job done.
He sure has. 4th and 11. Joey Stevens, a premier punter in the area, receives a snap. Bad drop on his toe. Hit out. They're going to let it drop. Oh, a great roll. Great roll. He got about 15 out of it after the ball hit. There's going to be some fannies chewed on that. I can tell those safeties back there right to it. Left it drop. Got about 15 more for Springboro out of that.
About 56 yards on that punt.
That's a good one. He's averaging 40.6, I believe. With 27 seconds to go in the first quarter, Springboro starts on their 3rd possession. Ed, third possession.
Domino's Pizza is also one of the ones helping bring you this game tonight, along with our new sponsor, Aretz Designs.
0-0. 1st and 10. Goes right on the 20-yard line for Springboro. He gives the tailback off the left side. Gets maybe 5 out of it before a host of Warriors hit him. Craig called that one out.
There's a slew of them. I'm going to call it out because I got my eye on him, and as soon as he gets up, Ty Merchant makes the play. Initial hit, number 8.
Is he blitzing in there a lot, or is he just filling?
Ty's playing tight, and he's reading run all the way.
All right,
I hope play action doesn't catch him napping.
Big brother's up there in New York. You'd be proud of him.
That's a quarter.
That's a quarter. Let's take a break for a few commercials.
Well, the first quarter was brought to you by John Russell's Garage, Minuteman Press, by the Village Ice Cream Parlor, People's Building and Loan, Mighty Casey's Eatery, Hinkle Schuler, by Senior Flaherty, the Western Star, Domino's Pizza, Lebanon Citizens National Bank, and Aretz Designs. The second quarter is going to be brought to you by Gary Bryant's Recharging Service, by Minuteman Press, the Village Ice Cream Parlor, People's Building and Loan, Mighty Casey's, Hinkle Schuler, Senior Flaherty, the Western Star, Domino's Pizza, Lebanon Citizens Bank, and Aretz Designs. Again, we want to thank our sponsors for jumping aboard and helping us through the season, and to our new people who are on board for the playoff games.
Absolutely. They had to step up and say, yes, I'll support the playoffs. Says, we'll have TV, we'll have radio coverage out there for them. Starting the second quarter, 0-0. Springboro is going to be coming down. Now Springboro is going to turn and go with the win. No one could crack the goal line in the first quarter.
You know, you can save up to 50% when you recycle your toner cartridge at Gary Bryant's Recharging System at 1060 Mullane Drive in Lebanon. Give Gary a call at 932-1795, or if you live outside the area, call 1-800-330-1875. Don't throw away that used toner cartridge. Recycle it at Bryant's Recharging Systems. You'll save money, and you'll protect the environment. And remember, there's a fast turnaround at Bryant's Recharging. Since your time is important, your order is normally completed within 48 hours.
All right, Springboro takes over. 2nd and about 6. Starting the second quarter. They're on the left hash. Tight end goes to the left side. Wide receiver to the right. Gives the fullback right there. He banged in there hard, the sophomore fullback.
Lebanon's tackle on the play was number 70, James Baldwin, 6'2", 240 pounds.
It's going to be close, but it's still going to be 3rd and 1.
They wouldn't come back with that quarterback keeper, would they?
No, not right now. I think what the fullback got right there, found a little spot right in the center. They might give it to him again. Of course, the last time when it was 3rd and short, Lebanon bunched up their defense, dropped an extra linebacker down in on the line, went man-to-man, had everybody helmet on helmet. Every helmet was covered.
Speaking of that, there's a little bit more hair on the Warrior helmets this week than there was last week. Some of that hair started to grow back.
They're pinching the center, got 2 big defensive tackles. They didn't give there. They're going out. Justin run. Oh, he pitches off. I think he's going to get the first down. I tell you, Justin made a great job on the quarterback. I thought he forced a fumble.
I absolutely
thought he put it on the grass.
I absolutely did. Saw that white jersey pop in there.
You can watch it here. Number 4 rolls out with the ball.
Boom.
There, it looked like a fumble, didn't it?
I'm not sure he pitched the football.
Pitches back to 39, 39.
I think he popped that ball right back to him.
You think so?
I do. Tommy didn't even look at him.
Runyon's head might have popped.
That's exactly what I think happened.
Well, it was a good break for the Panthers then.
Well, what a defensive football game this has been so far. 1st and 10, Panthers ball, right hash, I formation, motion from the left to the right, looking across the middle, brings it down, still looking.
He's got trouble now.
Yes, he does. Yes,
Connor McGeehan, Danny Johnson. Number 42, Connor McGeehan. 22, Danny Johnson.
Boy, nice job out of the defense again.
That's called a coverage sack.
Luke Howard, that's exactly right. Luke Howard, the senior quarterback, he's 5'11", 180 pounds. Doesn't look like he had great speed there, but he come out to his left, look. Nobody open, and says, Connor McGeehan says, hey, partner, you've run long enough. All right, ball's on the left hash. 2nd and 12, right at the 24-yard line of Springboro. Quarterback Luke Howard takes the ball, pitches to Adam Dillon, the leading ball carrier in the MML, and he's taken down for no gain.
There's that sophomore once again, folks. I love to call sophomores names, but number 42, Connor McGeehan, makes a play for Lebanon.
Connor McGeehan's been starting on defense since the Little Miami game, and he has just improved from week to week. You can see it every week on him.
Joe Hicks is our leading tackler, and I haven't heard number 65's name called tonight.
Haven't heard him.
He'll pop in here pretty
good. He'll make a big play, folks.
He'll jump over somebody after a while.
They might be running away from him a lot.
Well, they've run quite a bit to the right side of their formations.
Boy, they're splitting them out now. They get 2 wide outs, 1 on each side. Motion from right to left. 3rd and 12. Howard comes the right. He's looking.
There's a fumble.
There's a fumble. It's down, and I think Lebanon has it.
There's a big fight now.
What a pile-up there is.
Good luck, and I'd like to take Joe Hicks comes out there with that football.
Hey, there's
somebody just woke up a sleeping dog, folks.
Yes, sirree. Big break for the Warriors.
We'll see who makes the hit on the replay right here.
Quarterback number 65.
Ty Merchant from a safety blitz. Kaboom! Put a big lick on him.
That's definitely a hit,
guys. That might be Casey's mighty hit of the game.
That might be a 50-winger right there, folks, and Joe Hicks is laying on the bottom.
I think we just woke up a sleeping dog. Is Joe microphone down there?
I don't know.
Let's hope not.
Great.
Might be up here.
Great opportunity for the Warriors. They're overloading the right side. The ball's in the middle of the field. Running back, Runyon, the only lone setback by himself. Abrams comes over, looks over. Tight end Ty Merchant all by himself in there. Nice fake to right. Abrams hitting right in the numbers.
There's that look-in pass, Lefty.
There it is.
Dustin Griffin from Springboro, number 21, a cornerback, made the tackle.
I think they called it quickie pass when you coached, didn't they?
That's what we used to call it.
Pop pass.
Yep. Pop right or pop left. That's going to bring up a first down. They're threatening. They're right down to the 10-yard line. They could make a first down without getting a touchdown.
I don't think so. I think they're inside the 10.
They just laid the chains down.
They laid them down. They've changed their mind. Oh, no. Bobby Faulkner, number 87. Don't you jump off sides right in a crucial situation like that. 8:46 to go in the second quarter. No score yet. Lebanon and Springboro.
Try the new color combo days. We've added 5 new hot colors at the Minuteman Press to bring you combo color. Call Minuteman Press at 932-4222 today for all your printing needs.
Well, we hope that wasn't an omen to shoot ourselves in the foot. Got a stack of eyes. First time we've seen it tonight. That's that smash mouth offense that Coach Broush likes. Right in the middle of the field. Oh, now the tight end on the left side. Another tight end. That's Jonathan Clark. What is wrong out there? Of course, you know Danny Johnson started to his left, having a little bit of trouble on the signals out there. That's a second straight procedure penalty on Lebanon. Unusual, highly unusual for Lebanon to do that.
Let's line up and do the quick count, run a football play.
Well, they could do that. Well, that's going to bring up now 2nd and 20, or 1st and 20. Still first down.
You got to know Broush is not happy with that.
Well, I was just going to say, you can see Coach Broush right there on the screen, and he didn't look real thrilled.
There's steam coming out from under that.
There's that red glow down there on the sideline.
All right, we overload to the right side this time. Ball's in the middle of the field. Abrams calls the signal. Runyon right behind him. Gives to Runyon, the fullback. Gets over maybe 5 yards off to his left, right over left guard.
Joe Weimer, number 42 from Springboro. It's a 6'2", 200-pound senior made the tackle.
Got 5 of those 15 yards back we need for a touchdown. 7:54 to go in the second quarter. No score.
We are in Josh, excuse me, Jim, we are in Josh Eldridge's range right now.
Oh, absolutely. With or against the wind, we can do it. 2 receivers wide to the right. Singleton comes from the left, off to the right. Abrams to his right, over here looking, and just a little bit high on that. Singleton went up for the ball, but his throw right directly out the right. Looked like on a swing pass out there, just over his head a little bit. It's going to bring up 3rd and 15, or 3rd and goal, if you want to say. They've done the change down. That means that we have to have a touch here, or it's going to be 4th, and if it's going to be 4th, you know what will happen.
Probably bring Josh in for another shot at it.
Yes, sir. Number 66 will come in the ball game. However, let's get in the end zone this time. Now we got a single set back, double wide slot out there. Linemen are in tight. Springboro's in their 5-2 defense, playing a man back there. Man coverage. He's back. It's going to be a screen. He's retreating back. He hits down, and nothing out of it. So that's going to bring Josh Eldridge up. Tommy, how far is it going to be?
Well, where's the line of scrimmage going to be? It depends on if they call it an incomplete pass.
That's right.
I believe they waved that one off.
Yes, they
like
did.
The line
It's
of
going to be
scrimmage
about the 15.
Okay, we'll add 7 onto that. That's 22. Be about a 32 or a 33-yarder. Looks like a 32-yarder for Josh Eldridge.
Good, and right in the middle of the field.
Yep.
I'm taking bets we're going to be 3-0 after this down.
Josh can kick him from here, no question about that.
7:28 to go in the second quarter.
He had one last week against Mason.
Springboro's overloading the left side here. Looks like a block's coming. It's up. It's good. Lebanon draws first blood. Josh Eldridge with a 32-yard field goal. I forgot my math all of a sudden right there.
32, it looked like if it had to be from 42 or maybe 52.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
plenty of distance.
And he was kicking into the wind.
Plenty of distance.
Let's take a break here.
The next time you're in downtown Lebanon, remember it's always a good time to stop at the Village Ice Cream Parlor. You don't need a special occasion to stop in and enjoy the food and the atmosphere at the Village Ice Cream Parlor, and it's quite an attraction when you're downtown. A lot of the shoppers come down on weekends for antique bargains. Well, that's the best place to stop in and visit with your friends and have some great food and great ice cream. If you like ice cream, that's the place to go to.
Well, that touchdown right there was accredited way back to a defensive man that made the hit, and all of a sudden the ball pops out. Jordan Hicks falls on it. We couldn't move the ball on the ground, but we got a field goal out of it right there.
Well, Springboro's defense has definitely been the talk of the town over in Springboro, and they're living up to their name that's been tagged.
They sure are. Statman Ed, how many does Singleton have? Have you got it totaled up there?
Singleton so far has 12 yards on 5 carries.
12 yards on 5 carries. Well, we've played a lot of football to only get it in old number 23's hands 5 times so far.
Well, like you say, Jim, we're a big play offense. I still expect them to do something with it before it's over with.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
We proved last week, Tom, that we can pretty well score anytime, anywhere.
Yep.
Last week just fell a few short, but
it was nice to see Matt McCutcheon get him a touchdown last week. You know, to kind of top off his
neat.
brilliant
What a
career.
thrill that must be.
Must have been a great thrill for Matt.
he'll tell his grandkids that.
Walt will tell his grandkids.
Walt will tell his grandkids.
Now look at this lineup here. Everybody's on the right side of the field. Lebanon's lining up from the north end, going to be against the wind. Before Josh kicks the ball, though, we have 4 guys runs over there. Josh, he approaches, kicks the ball. It's a low line drive. Ball's taken at the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Got some running 35, 40. No, not quite.
There's a fumble, Coach, and Lebanon's got it.
Lebanon gets it again.
Nope. He called him down.
Oh, he called him down.
Let's just see that replay because it looked to me like it was a fumble.
Well, now let's call it correctly. Of course, we can watch it again right
Okay,
here.
let's just call it.
Okay, there's... it's hard to tell from that angle. On the replay, it did not show it definitively.
I'd almost say those stripes didn't mess up.
I don't think the stripes have made a mistake this year.
Come on.
Well, Tom, there's been some questionable calls, but no bad calls. All right. Stand up for those referees. Springboro starts their series on their own 32-yard line. Gives the fullback right in the middle. Going to get about 5 out of it, up to the 37-yard line.
Ty Merchant, once again, from his strong safety position, stepped right up in there and made the tackle.
That's going to bring up second and a long 4 with 6:58 to go in the first half. Ohio High School Athletic Association football postseason. 1 and you're out from here on out. Takes 5 to win the state championship. Lebanon was there last year. Only took 4 last year. Takes 5 this year.
Incidentally, in case somebody was wondering, Chardon did not make the playoffs this year.
They did not. All right. A lot of time over there for Howard. He sees a receiver, and it is caught inbounds right at the 49-yard line. That's a Howard to catch that number,
Looked
guys.
like Jordan Boheen, Coach, number 23.
Boy, we've heard his name a lot on defense. Now he's back on offense there.
We'll double check here on the replay. You can see that Howard has plenty of time.
Oh, you give him that much
Steps
time?
up, throws a rocket, and
Nice catch.
how about 23, Jordan Boheen?
Made a nice
Just
catch right at the
scooped it
sideline.
right in. That brings up 1st and 10 now. They move to sticks again. Ball's at the 49-yard line. Springboro's own 49-yard line. Still got 6.5 minutes to go in a half. Well, they're in split backs for the first time tonight. And they're going to give to the dive back right there. He's going to just take it right over his left guard.
Ty Merchant, number 8, once again. Also helped by number 70, James Baldwin.
Now, where did he line up that time, Craig?
Ty's lining up, Coach, about 4 or 5 yards off the line of scrimmage from his strong safety position.
Is he just keying a dive back?
I believe he's keying a dive back, and he's guessing. And so far tonight, he's guessed right about 6 or 7 times.
Made a lot of tackles for a sophomore in there, a defensive back. 2nd and about 6, gives the fullback in. They're waiting on him this time.
Just a host of Warriors. Just a host of Warriors.
Went to the well one too many times with that sophomore fullback in there.
I see old number 8 getting up there again. And I saw him come from a strong safety position, so I'm going to say Ty Merchant just had 1 more tackle.
Yeah, Brady, if you're listening up there, Ty's getting his uniform dirty tonight.
3rd and 5. Lebanon's 46-yard line. Big play for Springboro. They got a wide slot out the left. The ball's almost in the middle of the field. High formation behind. Howard gives the tailback off to the right side. Nothing at all.
Justin Runyon says,
Nothing at
nope,
all.
it's time to punt, Springboro. Number 7, captain.
Sure did.
You know, for over 100 years, People's Building and Loan and Savings in downtown Lebanon has been serving people in the Lebanon area. Since 1889, folks have come to trust in the solid, caring service they receive at People's, and located at 11 South Broadway in downtown Lebanon, People's Building and Loan and Savings stands ready to serve you as well.
Now look at that center. How big is he? Boy, he is tiny. Spread punt formation. Nice snap right back. Kicks the ball.
Oh, took a Springboro bounce.
Oh, and he sits
Just sat right down on top of it.
That's one way to smother the football. Just sit on it down there.
Number 2, Joey Maccabee, just decided he'd have a seat.
Come in and relax at the family atmosphere at Mighty Casey's Eatery at 20 East Silver Street. You can enjoy great tasting 25-cent wings on Sunday and Monday while watching NFL football on the new 54-inch screen TV. They have daily lunch specials every day, every weekday at Mighty Casey's, located at 20 East Silver Street. And as I said a couple weeks ago, I tried that meatloaf on Tuesday, and it's well worth the trip just for that.
Well, Lebanon takes over now on their 4th time that they've had a possession here. Deep in their own territory. On their own 6-yard line. Abrams comes back, gives it Singleton. No, Danny Johnson back to that slot or power eye back there. Danny Johnson comes up. He's a quick slasher, but he's not a power runner.
55, Ryan Groffchen. 48, Mike South leads the charge for Springboro.
I tell you, we're going to get a big one off here. Jonathan Clark comes off the field. And he's a cousin there to old number 7. Number 12's a cousin of number 7. That's Runyon and Clark. Now we got wide slot to the right. Got motion. Abrams looks, gives the fullback in the middle. Runyon gets up near first down territory, but not enough. It's going to bring up a big, big third down.
Jason Francis, number 22, another good basketball player over there at that Springboro.
Is that Damon Francis' brother?
That's Damon's brother, yes,
one's
sir.
One's a sophomore and one's a junior?
That's exactly right.
Hey, guys, after watching Springboro just this much, it's not hard to understand how they dominated that
Absolutely,
that Northern
Tom.
Division.
I got to see him play Baden. I knew they had a real good defense, but I questioned all these 49 points, but they're loaded.
Third and short. Lebanon on their own. About 14-yard line. Gives a Runyon. Abrams keeps it by himself over here, and he's hit, taken down. Did not get the first down. I don't know whether he missed the handoff to Runyon or tried to take it by himself, but he made a mistake.
Josh Gibbs just absolutely didn't bite on that fake. Number 45 from Springboro just attacked Casey Abrams, and Lebanon's going to have to punt.
They must have him assigned anytime the quarterback comes.
I believe
your
that's
way,
how they're
you've got
defending
him.
that.
Yes, they are. And not a bad way to do it. Anytime you're going to play the option, you better have somebody assigned to every offensive player. You're going to get your fanny beat.
Well, last week at Mason, Lebanon's option showed some life, but hasn't been there tonight.
Joey Stevens standing in his own end zone, 4th and about 5.
We need a premier punt from Joey right now.
Well, he just had a 56-yarder.
Well, let's have a 60.
Oh, he fumbles the ball, but he still gets it off. Touched. Taken on about the 50 to the 45, and he's down. It was a line drive punt that he bobbled, and it was caught by Springboro downfield there, and he picked up about, took it on his 45, took it down to about the 40-yard line, and he got no more out of it.
Danny Johnson made the play. You can see here that Joey Stevens just bobbles the snap, kicks that line drive end over end.
Well, we didn't get that premier punt that we wanted out of there.
We didn't get it blocked either.
They've got 40 yards of real estate before they can get to the promised land here with 2:20 to go in the first half. They're going to have to hurry. A rushing defense won't get it in time. No timeout's been taken yet. Quarterback Howard comes by himself. He's going around the left side, looking deep. He's got a man open. And a great catch. That's a great football catch by Springboro.
Number 1, Randy Johnson from Springboro made the catch. Immediately hit by number 15 from Lebanon, Casey Abrams.
Look at this defense. That's as good as you can get, folks. That's as good as you can get.
Just good football plays right there, both ends.
We saw that last week against Mason.
Absolutely. Mason had some receivers, and Randy Johnson's right up there with them.
Casey Abrams, nothing wrong with that defense whatsoever. In fact, we had 3 defenders over there. Nailed it right there. Good pass by Luke Howard. 1st and 10 on the 16-yard line of Lebanon. Springboro, a disciplined football team, gives the tailback.
He fumbled.
The ball game.
James Baldwin stripped, and Lebanon says they have it. Lebanon does, and Joe Hicks has been awoken.
Joe Hicks again.
Joe made that recovery too.
Oh, Lord.
I'm going to check and see if awoken's a word, but you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yes, and Joe's strutting back there, dusting off his jersey a little bit.
You can see right there where James Baldwin gets his right arm in and strips Dillon.
Well, that's 3 great turnovers that's helped us in the first half with a 1:47 to go in the second quarter. 3-0. Springboro leading the Warriors. First and 10, Abrams takes the ball, gives it tailback. No, Runyon, fullback got it. He gets about 11 yards out of it. Runyon takes the ball up to the 26-yard line, moves the sticks, 1st and 10. Not much time, 1:40 to go in the first half.
Mike South, number 48, a linebacker from Springboro, made the tackle, but not after about a 15-yard gain.
Jonathan Grubb in the ball game. Coach alternates his tight ends. Jonathan Grubb, Jonathan Clark. High formation, slot left. Oh, he put it on the ground backer. Singleton's got it. He retreated back to the 20. He's coming on around. He's got a little running room. No place to go. Boy, there's a solid tackle. Nick says, I'm going to take it on, and he did.
You know, the decision to buy or sell your home is one of the toughest. Get a professional who works smart for you and listen to your needs. To get the latest technology and to give yourself every advantage, call Skip Young of Hinkle Schuler at 932-6070.
Now, wait a minute. Jerry Collins walked in here, and he's got a Springboro uniform on. Wait a minute. Who got him for an interview?
I invited him.
Oh, but underneath he's got a Warrior. What a trick,
This
Collins.
man brought food to my house 2 nights ago, so he's all right.
Lebanon calls a timeout. Tom, you got anything for a commercial?
Yeah, we got to get caught up on some of our mentions here. Don't forget to thank our senior Flaherty Insurance and the Western Star, Ohio's oldest weekly newspaper, and Domino's Pizza. If you're hungry for pizza, that's the best place to go. They got the greatest crust, the greatest ingredients. Stop down at Domino's Pizza for a pizza. If you're hungry after the ball game, that'd be a good place for you to stop as well. Also, Lebanon Citizens National Bank has been involved with the Lebanon Athletics now for both the years we've been doing it. We want to thank them. Lebanon, did you get your CD bonus coupon today? The Lebanon Citizens National Bank invites you to stop by any office and pick up a 1/4% bonus coupon that can be applied to any CD with a maturity of 18 months or longer. And also, we want to thank our good friends at Aretz Designs. There are new people on board for this show. What would Thanksgiving be without family, food, friends, food, and more food? Send your family and friends a feast for their eyes with an FTD Thanksgiving Harvest Bouquet. A wicker wine basket is filled with fall-colored flowers and seasonal foliage.
All right, Lebanon's got the ball, 2nd and about 8. The brain trust from both huddles is back on the sideline. The coach is in there talking fast. They says, you know, we've got to stop them, Springboro. Lebanon says we've got 51 seconds to put something else on the board. Right now the score's 3-0. Warriors leading. 51 seconds to go in the first half of the first game of the playoffs. 5 to win the state championship. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right, I formation. Fakes to Abrams, gives to Singleton right in the middle. Nothing going, though. Nick maybe gets 3 yards out of it, and that's all. Springboro's defense is just festy, aren't they? They're just grabbing and clawing and hanging on all the time. Without those turnovers, Lebanon would have been hard pressed to be in the end zone right now.
Coach Springboro just took a timeout. They're looking to get that football back and possibly take the lead or tie this thing.
Let's get another commercial in there while we
The second quarter has been brought to you by Gary Bryant's Recharging Service, by Minuteman Press, Village Ice Cream Parlor, People's Building and Loan, by Mighty Casey's, by Hinkle Schuler, Senior Flaherty Insurance, the Western Star, Domino's Pizza, Lebanon Citizens National Bank, and Aretz Designs.
Well, looking at the situation right now, Lebanon has to say we've got to go for a big play, but Lebanon is facing something. They're facing a great defense. Both are also facing a defense that knows that they've got to have about 64 yards to get in the end zone, and whenever you're going to pass and everybody knows you're going to pass, it's not too easy, but whenever you're going to pass when nobody thinks you're going to, it's a lot easier. So you're going to see defensive backs from Springboro back quite a ways, leaning back. Coach Broush coming off the field right now. He's got it in there. We got 3rd down. Don't want to do anything.
Right now you're listening to the Lebanon High School Marching Band at our halftime festivities under the direction of Mr. Tom Iannelli.
That was the Lebanon High School's halftime presentation, the band's halftime presentation. We're here waiting for the teams to come back down from the dressing rooms. I see Springboro now has headed down this way, and I imagine Coach Dave Broush will have the Warriors on their way down here pretty quick. I want to remind you that this halftime show is brought to you by the City of Lebanon, by Gary Bryant's Free Charging Service, by John Russell's Garage, the Village Ice Cream Parlor, People's Building and Loan, Mighty Casey's Eatery, Hinkle Schuler, Senior Flaherty, the Lebanon Citizens National Bank, and Arrette's Designs.
Well, I'll tell you what, we got a minute here at break. Let's announce these gals that lead all the cheers here and get down in front of the great gymnasts and acrobats that they do. Our cheerleaders tonight are Lauren Stricken, Tiffany Goforth, Katie Gephardt, Chandra Michael, Katie Bunce, Kristen Fitzgerald, Corrine Johnson, Natalie Stouter, Natalie Shaw, Jennifer Morrison. And of course, their field general, Tom, is no other than Carol Ayler. That's right.
Little old Carol is a pound, just a bundle of dynamite out there. She's not a very big lady, but she's got a lot of heart, and it shows through the girls. Our Lebanon girls are really involved in it. You see the picture there of one of our young ladies. We're about ready for some second half action. The teams are coming back on the field, and I think it's a 2-minute warm-up that they must take. It's a mandatory 2-minute warm-up that they have to have before we can have any action. We've tried to chase down how some of those other games might be going, Jim, and so far we haven't had much luck. We do know this. If we win this game, we will play the winner of the Vandalia-Butler Kings game. Probably, well, it'll be at a neutral stadium, but you were speculating that it might be at Welcome Stadium.
I would think that if Butler wins, it probably would be at Welcome Stadium. If Kings wins, Galbraith, which is down at the old College Hall of Fame down at Kings, because that's no longer Kings' home stadium, so that would not be called their home field. That's a good possibility. Maybe Fairfield,
Centerville, Middletown. There are several good stadiums available. We played one playoff game last year down at Fairfield.
You're going to...
Nice facility.
Yes, it is. You're going to have to look a long ways, though, before you find a larger crowd in Division II than you're seeing tonight on the first round. I'll tell you, there's just a tremendous throng of people out here.
Yeah, it's got to be a record.
Everybody's there. Craig, you've been around for a number of years. Have you ever seen a crowd like this?
I really haven't seen anything comparable. You don't really get the full effect until you take a peek out to each end of the end zone, and There's a hillside up there on the north end, and they're just up there. What an atmosphere. You'd think they're having a little tailgate party up there.
I'm glad they cleared that off, because I tell you, about 4 or 5 years ago, that was nothing but weeds and high grass and trees and so on. They'd have to be climbing trees up there, hiding in the bushes or something. I don't know what all they'd be doing out there.
Oh, Lordy. Wouldn't be watching a football game, I can tell you that.
Oh, my.
I guess the closest we would come to a crowd this size would have been the Kings game last year, when they brought a team that was ranked number 4 in the state in here for a game with the Warriors, and Lebanon was coming off a loss to Hamilton Ross, and we beat Kings here that night 48-17. But that probably is the next biggest crowd we've ever had in this place.
Well, Tommy, you remember the first home game here this year whenever we played Kings. That was a great crowd too.
But I don't think it was quite as large for some reason. Well, of course, there again, we have no way of really knowing. They are a 4, 5, and 6 deep at the fences. The stands are all full. There are people just standing everywhere. So there's definitely a lot of people here tonight. I got here about an hour before game time, and I parked a good distance away.
It's a good thing it didn't rain tonight, because a lot of Lebanon's parking is over in the Northside Baptist Church parking lot over there, which is right east of us, across Miller Road over there, and I'm sure that lot is completely full. There's parking on the grass all to the south end of the field here. So, hey, everybody's in here and everybody's having a good time, and the clock is running down about 40 seconds till second half kickoff. Lebanon is ahead 3-0, scoring on a short drive, which they took over on their own, or on Springboro's 13-yard line, ended up on the 17-yard line, and had a 32-yard field goal by Josh Eldridge, and that's the only margin of the game right now.
The third quarter is going to be brought to you by Gary Bryant's Recharging Service, by John Russell's Garage, Minuteman Press, by People's Building and Loan, Lebanon Citizens National Bank, by Mighty Casey's Eatery, by the Western Star, Domino's Pizza, Lebanon Citizens National Bank, and by Aretz Designs. And while we're speaking of our sponsors, we talk about Gary Bryant's Recharging Systems. Don't throw away that used toner cartridge. Recycle it at Bryant's Recharging Systems. You'll save money, and you'll protect the environment. There's a fast turnaround at Bryant's. Since your time is important, your order is normally completed within 48 hours. Remember that Bryant's Recharging Systems can also service most of your office equipment, including laser printers, small copiers, and fax machines. Bryant's Recharging Systems. For service, supplies, and the sale of laser printers and copiers, call Bryant's at 932-1795.
And if you couldn't be out here tonight, we're just happy that Lebanon Telecommunications are bringing it into your home to watch. Many of you now, I know, that don't have the capabilities to being to our football games, and if you don't, we're just happy to bring it to you. And of course, remember, tonight at 11 o'clock, you're going to be able to watch this on all of your telecommunication cable out there, the replay of this. All right, here we go. Second half, 3-0, Lebanon leading. Starting, it's a low kick off the left. The ball's taken in the up end. Number 30 over there, boom, he's taken down. I believe that's Stevie Johnson. It sure is.
Joe Weimer made the tackle from Springboro on the kickoff coverage.
Pretty good field position.
Oh, yes, it is. Great field position there, but I guess they'd say, hey, we'd rather give it there than to give it to Singleton or Danny Johnson back there and let them try and return it.
You know, Coach, it seems anywhere you kick, you're going to kick to speed.
Oh, what a great specialty group we have. Ball's on the right hash, 1st and 10, Lebanon's own 36-yard line. Abrams, a quarterback, rolls to his left, looking, got a man deep down here all by himself. Stevie Johnson takes it, catches the ball on the Springboro 39-yard line.
Joey Mockabee, number 2, defensive back, has his arms up, kind of questioning what happened in the coverage. But he made the tackle.
Boy, that's a great time to call that, because he was wide open.
You can see right there on the replay, the ball was a little underthrown, or that was 6.
That'd have been a quick 6. Had to take care of that 60 yards. Well, 39 yards to go for a touchdown now. 1st and 10 on the 39-yard line of Springboro. Abrams calls the signal. Got McGeehan right behind him. Gives the signal. He's down to the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, and taken out of bounds at the 20-yard. Big hole over the left side of the line.
Plenty of running room. Nick was finally run out of bounds by Justin Griffin, number 21, cornerback from Springboro. You can see right there on the replay, just a huge hole.
Well, the hole was there, wasn't it?
Nick with a nice little stiff arm here, right there. Says 1 time, 2 times. And
all right, it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. Wide slot to the right, ball's on the left hash. McGeehan and Singleton behind Abrams, who's taking the snap from Chris Nelson. He's back up to the 20, down to the 19, 18-yard line, and he stops standing up.
Maccabee led the charge from Springboro, number 2.
Going to bring up 2nd and 8. Right at the 18-yard line. 11:06 to go in the third quarter. Lebanon leading 3-0. Lebanon threatening again. Stevie Johnson well to the right. Joey Stevens to the left here. Takes the snap. Long count. Turn. Gives to Singleton over the left side. He's down the 15, about the 12-yard line. Nick Singleton again.
Chris Zima from Springboro, number 29, on the stop.
Leading rusher in the Fort Ancient Valley Conference. Leading scorer, 2nd leading scorer in the Miami Valley, and 3rd leading rusher. What a great, great career Nick Singleton has had, especially this year, his senior year. Supreme, averaging 9.7 yards per carry. 3rd and short. They weren't waiting. Abrams hit, bounces off, comes back. Second effort gets him a first down. Nice job with the senior left-handed quarterback. Banged heads right in the middle.
Ryan Groth's just come right across the line. It looked like number 55 and bounced him backwards. But Casey kept his sense and was able to bounce it outside and pick up a first down. Finally stopped on the play by 21, Justin Griffin.
1st and goal for the Warriors on the left hash on the 10-yard line. McGeehan, Singleton behind Abrams, pitches to Singleton off to the right side. He looks in, looks out, says, I'll get what I can in the middle here, and gets back across the line of scrimmage, picks up 2 down to the 7-yard line.
Maccabee again, helped out by number 48, Mike South. We've called Mr. Maccabee's name quite a few times tonight.
9:31 to go in the third quarter. Lebanon leading 3-0. Headed for the state championship in 4 more games after this one, or Springboro, whichever. Been a great defensive football game so far. Wide slot left. And somebody, there's a flag out here.
The maroon is clapping, and I'm just wondering if maybe Springboro lined up the neutral zone. We'll take it.
That's what it was.
And it's going to be half the distance to the goal line. That's another one. I'll tell you, Lebanon has had some great, great breaks tonight. Recovered 3 fumbles, and now they get a penalty right down deep right in here. A golden chance now to add to that 3 points they have.
You got to make those breaks more expensive.
And that's exactly right. We need 6 out of this one. Abrams calls, signals, ball's on the 3-yard line, gives the Singleton, pitch back there, and he's met right at about the 2-yard line.
Maccabee, South, number 21, Dustin Griffin, all on the stop for Springboro.
That was a pitch sweep out there. They had Runyon out in front of him blocking, but there was just too much of a clout coming in from the left side of the Springboro defense. 8:35 in the third quarter, Lebanon threatening.
While this play's coming in, I want to remind you about John Russell's Garage down 710 Deerfield Road, the corner of East Street and Deerfield. If you need your car worked on, give John a call at 932-1169. Tell him the broadcast team told you to call.
He won't get him tonight.
No, John's here someplace.
Stack eye, 2 tight ends, smash mouth. Abrams going to throw the ball out in the flat to Ty Merchant. He throws, batted down just at the last second. A great defensive play by number 23.
Jordan Boheen on the breakup of the pass play.
That's going to bring up
the replay. Casey's looking, and Boheen has him covered, being pursued. Unloads it.
They're going to go for it.
I think a good hit.
Lebanon's going to go for it. Well, does he throw the football or does he run the football? A big call. 2-yard line. 4th and 2 at Springboro's 2-yard line. Lebanon in the stack eye formation. All right, he takes Ty Merchant from tight end, puts him over on the right side now. Ball's back. He's coming. He's give Abrams. Abrams is in for a touchdown, standing over the left side.
Great play action in there, drew that defense interior. Abrams pulled it out and snuck in over the left side.
That would have been a risky play, the way they've been playing that defense, because
Absolutely.
they've been taking that end right in there. Here, oh, he's blocked. That's why. Look at Josh Eldridge. That's the reason why he's being moved out of there.
People.
Good blocking in there.
Travis Slavin, the fullback, led the charge through there.
It's a close one, but Josh Eldridge makes it now 10-0 Lebanon. So that's more points than Springboro's been averaging. They've only been averaging, giving up 4.7 points per game.
We double that.
That's Josh's 199th extra point, guys.
199.
199. There's that number 99 again, Jim.
That's that 99, I tell you. Now, that's a state record, right?
Right. Don't forget, Minuteman Press has been helping businesses and individuals with their printing and copying needs in Lebanon and the surrounding communities for over 20 years. Minuteman can design and print company letterhead, envelopes, and brochures. They also have a state-of-the-art graphic design department and color copier. Minuteman Press, printing for the job you needed yesterday. Stop in and call them, or stop in and see them, or call them at 932-4222, and remember, they deliver.
Well, I'll tell you, if you people are at home or you're in the stadium, whoever's listening to this ball game, if they hear that helicopter, that chopper overhead, probably watch for television later on tonight, because we got one circling. It's probably one of the news agencies. It's not Air Care coming in. Some type of news agency up here. There's several TV stations here tonight. This is going to be televised itself, but Channel 22 is here, Channel 2 is here, Channel 7 is here, so you'll be able to see a lot of it after the ball game. Josh Eldridge picks the football up and watch. He'll get a hold of it. All kickers get it. They pull it to the chest. They squeeze it with their fingers inside. Then they place two hands right down on the tee.
You know why they do that?
Why do they do that?
Sammy Ball, when he kicked off for the Washington Redskins back in the 30s, was once handed a ball that was underinflated, and he squeezed it and it came together, and he went to ask for another ball. So ever since then, he started checking them, and every kicker since then has been doing it.
Sammy Ball, the father of squeezing footballs.
Greatest punter in the National Football League history.
Tom,
all right, here it comes.
Ball's
kicked low, end over end, taken at the 12, up to the 15, the 20, 25, 30. 31-yard line before he's brought down.
Jeremy Slavin, number 55. 6 foot, 225-pound junior, first one down to make the tackle.
I'll tell you, got cut in half on that play was Ty Merchant. Somebody threw a block on him. I thought one half was going one way and one half the other.
He's handed out his share of smacks tonight.
Yeah, Brady Ty is really giving a good account of himself here tonight.
And he takes one.
I keep kidding Brady about it. If he's in his hotel room on a Friday night in Boston, he must not have much of a social life.
Football's social life, Robert.
That's football.
All right, we got 1st and 10 on the 32-yard line. Gives the tailback over the left side. Going to get about 3.5, maybe 4 yards out of it.
Justin Runyon, number 7, made the tackle for Lebanon.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 6. You know, I used to talk to Mrs. Pickworth on the radio here. No use talking to her tonight. I saw her walk in.
Yeah, she's here.
I tell you.
Everybody's here.
Did you come to the ball game, or are you sitting home behind the fire? I bet you are.
Football fans are here. It's a beautiful night.
He's over on Monroe Road relaxing with
You got a fire going in your home tonight. You're sweating.
All right, we got a wide slot to the left. 2nd and 6. Gives the tailback over the left side this time. Lebanon's defensive line is just absolutely stopping the charge.
The defensive line's holding up the blocks, and Ty Merchant's just having a field day, Coach. I'm not too sure he hasn't had as many tackles tonight as maybe close to the whole season.
Yes, he's really been in a lot of them.
He's just been all over the field tonight.
Well, if we had a defensive stat man, Ed, we'd know how many he's got.
How many tackles?
He's only got one hand over there working.
He's writing with his left hand. He's writing with his right hand. He's going to take his shoes off here in a minute.
He's got a red pen and a black pen. All right, 3rd and 4, big play. Springboro comes up to it. They're behind. Lebanon leading 10-0 in the 3rd quarter. Quarterback Howard comes over. Oh, and his ball slips out of his hand, but it's going to be an arm action. Incomplete pass.
Good call.
Bring up 4th and about 4.
Coach, I think that ball just slipped right out of his hand. I wondered if he got hit, but it just slipped right out. Here's a replay. We might be able to see it again.
Well, who's it? It looks like it's number 4. Is it Brett Favre?
That's Brett. That's Brett. Monday night.
Monday night.
Did Justin get a hand on that?
No, Tom, he didn't. He just slipped right out of his hand.
Okay.
That's what I thought, that maybe Justin got him, but he just slipped.
4th down. Going to punt the ball. We got Nick Singleton. Single safety back by himself. You can bet he's not going to punt it in the middle of the field. Off the left side. Not going to give him any chance to field the ball. That's going to be down right at the 40-yard line. So
you know, The safety of your savings is a paramount concern at People's Building Loan and Savings in downtown Lebanon. Your savings are insured safe to $100,000 by the FDIC and backed by the full faith and credit of the United States government. Watch your savings grow with insured safety at People's Building and Loan. Stop in and see them at 11 South Broadway in downtown Lebanon.
Lebanon takes over. Second time they had the ball in the second half here. 6:25 to go in the third quarter. Lebanon leading 10-0. Playoff, Ohio High School Athletic Association playoffs. Linebackers are coming again. Gives the tailback. Singleton off to the right side. Takes about 2 steps, puts on the brakes, then charges again, gets about 2 out of it.
Andy Tribby, number 71, a defensive tackle. He's 6 foot, 265. Made the play.
Ed, how many times Singleton carried the ball? He's 13 times for 48 yards. Nick's been held to 48 yards. He's due for a big one.
He's going to break one. I've not seen a game that Nick Singleton hasn't ripped off a big one. He's looking for it.
Strictly man coverage over here. We got a wide slot to the left. The ball's on the right side. Abrams looking back. He says, I see a man here. Way over Joey Stevens' head. Joey's a big, tall receiver, but, he's not 7'2".
Was he going for Joey, or was he throwing deep for Stevie Johnson down there?
Let's see. It looked like he was going after Joey. 6'4", you overthrow 6'4" that much.
But Craig, the field's crowned. He's throwing from in the middle of the crown.
Okay.
He was running to the side.
Don't forget, Joey's long enough to be continued on the next page.
That's exactly right. All right. Wide slot left, 3rd and 7. Warriors at their own 40-yard line. Gives a Singleton over the left side over here. There he goes. He's down to the 45, 40-yard line.
That was a pretty nice open field tackle by Justin Griffin.
Yes, sir, but that got us a big first down. Just give to Singleton over the left side of the line, cut back the right side, gets a first down.
You can see here on the replay, Nick finds the seam, busts to the outside. He's awful difficult to tackle one-on-one in the open field. But number 21, Griffin, right there, sticks his shoulder right on the knee.
Does a good job on it, too.
Lebanon's got the football at the Springboro 42-yard line. It's a quick count, quick snap. Just the quarterback keeps the football. Tried to catch Springboro sleeping. They did for about 3 yards. Takes it down to the 39-yard line.
2 more of our good sponsors who are helping bring you tonight's game are the Lebanon Citizens National Bank and Mighty Casey's Eatery. We'll see you down at Mighty Casey's after the game. Have a sandwich with us, and we'll talk about this football game.
Coach, that last play looked like one of those rugby scrunches or whatever it's called.
A scrub.
A scrub. Looks like one of those scrubs.
All right. 3 wide receivers to the left. Ball's on the right hash. 2nd and 7. 1 setback. Runyon behind. And Runyon gets the handoff. Takes it over the right side. Down near first down territory. Boy, I tell you what, that Springboro defense, when they hit, they come
right after you. They try to run through you. Justin Griffin made the initial stop, and he was cleaned up by Joe Weimer, number 42.
Runyon gets near the first down. Going to bring up 3rd and 1.
You know Mark Kaluger.
Hello, Mark.
If you look at Mark Kaluger, he's a man that spent some time in the weight room.
Yes, he has.
And when he came to Springboro, he introduced a lot of those young men to weights like they'd never known them before, and I think that's making a big difference.
Mark's got a heck of a program going over there, and he's got real good support. They might be around for quite a while.
I hope so. He's a nice guy.
3rd and short. Sneak out of Abrams. Abrams gets by and pops in there. He gets about 6 or 7 out of it.
We were talking, number 42, Joe Weimer, once again on the stop. Quarterback sneak picked up probably 7 or 8 yards.
For in-depth coverage of all local sporting events, turn to the Western Star or the Star Press or the Franklin Chronicle. Each week, to subscribe, call 932-3010.
3:55 to go in the third quarter. Lebanon leading 10-0 over the Springboro Panthers. Lebanon driving again, threatening there down to the 27-yard line, 1st and 10. 3 wide receivers to the left. Give him to the fullback. He spurts through there, Runyon gets through. He gets 10, 15. He's down to about the 12-yard line.
Justin Griffin once again just hanging on for dear life. Finally was able to pull him down inside the 10.
Justin Runyon just showed a great deal of just power running in there. He just popped through that line of scrimmage like a bullet.
Here's the replay, and you can see busts to the outside, breaks a tackle, stays on his feet, turns the corner, and that shirt tail hanging out just was enough for Griffin to spit him down.
And we got a timeout. Let's take a break. Time for a sponsor.
How do you like your Domino's Deep Dish Pizza? Do you like it warm and hot? Domino's Deep Dish Pizza is like that cheese melted to the edge. It's delicious like that. You want it hot when you get it, and the Domino's Heat Wave keeps it hot. Order one medium Domino's deep dish pizza with 2 toppings for only $8.99 and get any second medium pizza for only $4.99. Eat it up. Order more. Call now. Domino's. A limited time offer.
Well, we're talking about 2 premier football teams this year. Both of them are 8-2. Springboro winning the MML. Lebanon coming in second in the FAVC North Division or Cardinal Division. Lebanon's been a high potent offense for the last couple years. Springboro has come up with a great defensive football team this year, but we've struck in there twice so far, once with a field goal, once with a touchdown, leading 10-0. And now it's going to be 1st and goal, and the ball's on the Springboro 7-yard line. Lebanon again spreading them out, 3 wide receivers to the left. Abrams takes the snap, gives the fullback Runyon. Over he comes wide to the left, in, down, close, but not in. About a 5-yard pickup is going to take him down to about the 2-yard line. Good blocking over the left side of the line over here.
Chris Zima, number 29, he made the tackle for Springboro. You can see the replay right here. Justin follows Tyler Alexander's block. Chris Zima was finally able to wrestle him down.
Big offensive line up in front there tight. They give to Abrams in the touchdown. Another quarterback sneak right behind Josh Eldridge and Chris Nelson, Matt McCutcheon. Strong offensive line. Just a strong offensive line. So it makes it a 2:57 to go in the 3rd quarter. Lebanon breaks the ice again with 16 big points so far. Josh Eldridge
going for his career 200th extra point.
There's a snap. Ball's down. It's up. It's through. That makes it 17 Lebanon, nothing Springboro. 2:50 to go, or 2:57 to go in the 3rd quarter. Let's take a break for a sponsor.
You know, Lebanon Citizens National Bank has been one of our faithful sponsors for 2 years in Lebanon athletics. They asked, did you get your CD bonus coupon today? Lebanon Citizens National Bank invites you to stop by any office and pick up a 1/4% bonus coupon that can be applied to any CD with a maturity of 18 months or longer. Stop by Lebanon Citizens National Bank for details.
Lebanon's starting to penetrate now in the second half. They've got 2 quick touchdowns in the 3rd quarter here, and their seniors know that it's the last night that they're going to play on this field, and of course Springboro does, but Springboro has a few younger players than Lebanon does playing. And of course Springboro only changes 9 men on defense and offense, so they stay fresh. So we can't say that we're just wearing them down, because you know, most of our kids, in fact 7 of our kids, go both ways.
That represents the most points that Springboro's defense has given up this year. The previous high was 14 against Edgewood.
Well, we're probably the highest scoring football team that they've played this year.
No, Mark Kaluger told me that Edgewood was the best offensive team he's played this year, so he may have to reassess that after tonight's game. I'm not sure.
I think Mark might be he might be changing his attitude.
He might. There. Although Edgewood has a fine football team, from what I'm told.
We just might meet up with them somewhere down the road.
Well, Springboro's building a program, and I would venture to say that they got a program that's going to be staying for a while. They're back now, coming that to the shift over there. Here's Josh Eldridge approaching the football from the left and right. High kick, it comes down to 5. He's bringing it up to 10, to 15, to 20. Down to 25, 30, 35. Close about the 40-yard line. A nice return around the left side over there. Finally brought down at the sideline over there at the 39, close to the 40-yard line. That's a great return.
Number 22, Danny Johnson, was able to make the tackle.
He returned that baby 35 yards.
You can see here on the replay, he gets just up to about the 40-yard line. He tries to slam on the brakes and cut back. You'll see it coming up, and he just slipped and fell.
All right, Springboro takes over. 3rd possession this half. On their own 38-yard line, 1st and 10. Howard's back, looking, screen pass, double pass. Throws it way deep, he's out there, but it's going to be intercepted by Casey Abrams. He just didn't throw the ball far enough. He had him back there, but he didn't throw it far enough. Casey Abrams back there by himself has proven that he's one of the finer defensive backs in the FAVC.
Tom, we were talking earlier in the game. You never throw a long pass short, and that's just what happened.
Correct
folks.
me if I'm wrong, but didn't that play take a little bit too long to develop?
Well, it was awful giving away right off the bat. You could see that he threw the ball, definitely threw it backwards.
Well, still, if the ball would have been thrown far enough, it'd have been a
It was a touchdown, there's no question. That's what I said. We said earlier, never throw that long pass short and a short pass long.
Casey led us in interceptions last year, and he's back at it again.
Another turnover. That's the 5th one, I believe, for Springboro. Lebanon so far hasn't turned the ball over. Big difference in the ball game. 1st and 10. Abrams looks over there, and he looks to throw to Joey Stevens. Joey was in a lookout, but...
Coach, if we see that replay, let's take a peek if they show it. And tell me if this maybe wasn't going to be that old hook and ladder.
Oh, no, not when you're ahead 17.
You see, watch Justin running out of the backfield if they're going to show it to us again. Well, I don't guess we're going to get to see it.
It should have been the tailback, not the fullback out of the backfield. But, however, it
new
could have
wrinkle.
been.
You never know.
It was busted patterns.
All right.
And it might have been because Coach Prowse right now is just asking Joey Stevens, what in the world were you doing?
All right. 2nd and 10 on Lebanon's own 34-yard line. Draw play to Singleton right up the middle. He's got some running room. Gets about 5 out of it right up the middle.
Josh Gibbs, number 45 from Springboro, was able to make the play.
You know, my lasting impression of last year, you talk about Kelton scoring the winning touchdown, but it was David Linville making the lateral with that kid hanging on his arm. That was as crucial
had him pinned tight. David just pitched that ball
as crucial as anything he ever did.
One of the finer, beautiful plays of football.
It sure
great
was.
way to end your career.
Any level. All right. Ball's on the right hash. 3rd and 5. Slot left. I formation. Runyon's back in a fullback. Durable. Nick is back at tailback, and he's going to give to Nick off the right side over there, following that tackle, blocking over. He's got the 1st down. Going to move the sticks again, guys. Matt McCutcheon coming from his left tackle over across to the right side, leads the play.
What's Nick got now, Ed? 84 yards for Nick Singleton.
And they move the sticks one more time, right at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10, Warriors. 1:38 to go in the 3rd quarter. Lebanon leading 17-0. Oh, there's movement inside.
Right guard.
Oh, daggone it for the first time. We don't do that very often. But it happens.
While they're marking off the penalty, I would like to ask, what would Thanksgiving be without family, food, friends, and more food? Send your family of friends a feast for their eyes with the FTD Thanksgiving Harvest Bouquet. A wicker wine basket is filled with fall-colored flowers and seasonal foliage. To send the ones you love a harvest of thanks, just call Aretz Designs in Lebanon at 932-3361 and order this Thanksgiving Harvest Bouquet.
1st and 15. Wide slot left. Ball's on the right hash. I formation. Gives to Singleton over the left side. He comes up right. Nowhere to go, really. Gets about 3 out of that.
Josh Gibbs, number 45, along with teammate Mike South, number 48, linebacker, makes the play.
I believe so far I'd have to give the surge out of our defensive line an A, and our offensive line maybe an A minus.
The offensive line they're coming together in this second half.
All right, I'll give them an A.
Well, let's wait till the second half. Well, they're on their way to an A. They're doing a little extra credit.
I had a professor in college used to give G's and let you try to figure it out.
All right, it's going to be 2nd and 12. Abrams, quick pass out to the right here to speedy Stevie Johnson, but he couldn't get loose.
Number 29, Chris Zima once again. Guys, you know, it just hit. Springboro is an excellent open field tackling football team. Lebanon has been able to run by people most all year long. Tonight, they just haven't been able to do it.
And that's number 30, Stevie Johnson. Fleet foot, quick track man, wide receiver, defensive back, and student at an average of 3.8 to 3.9.
3.8.
Don't forget basketball player.
Oh, Lord.
Goes to practice every night,
and
still gets the
winding
grade.
down the end of the 3rd quarter. Lebanon leading at the end of the 3rd quarter, 17-0.
The 3rd quarter was brought to you by Gary Bryant's Recharging Service, by John Russell's Garage, by Minuteman Press, the People's Building and Loan, Lebanon Citizens National Bank, by Mighty Casey's, the Western Star, Domino's Pizza, Lebanon Citizens National Bank, and Aretz Designs. The 4th quarter will be brought to you by the City of Lebanon, by Gary Bryant's Recharging Service, by John Russell's Garage, the Minuteman Press, by the Village Ice Cream Parlor, by Hinkle Schuler Realty, by Senior Flaherty Insurance, Domino's Pizza, and the Lebanon Citizens National Bank.
I tell you, for this time of the year and the dry season we've had, our field doesn't look too bad. There's still
really
a lot
nice
of grass out there. I can remember, but about the 5th ball game,
Oh.
it used to be, that field was a quagmire.
The dust bowl out
Well, that's
there
back in the old days when we used to have rain.
Hash to hash. Yeah. There you can see on the screen there the cheerleaders winging those footballs up to the crowd.
I tell you, there's something in those footballs that's magic. People just go nuts
for 'em,
after
don't
those
they?
things.
You know, Springboro's fans, I was over on that side before I made my way up here. Boy, they just came in full of life and excitement. They just kind of look like they're stunned here a little bit.
I'll tell you,
Well,
Springboro's got great people,
they're
great fans
fantastic.
over there, football and
As
basketball.
I said last week, I become a resident of Springboro the end of May, and it's just a great community.
3rd and about 13 right now. Abrams under. Ball's just about in the middle of the field. He's back. He's rolling to his right, looking. Nobody there. He was hurried. That was a hurry pass.
Number 55, Ryan Grofton, put a little heat on Casey, and I believe he had to unload a little bit quicker than what he wanted to.
He had his old buddy number 45 there with him also. A lot of heat on him. Well, that's going to bring up 4th and about 13. The flag still blowing up to the north from the south. The Joey's going to be kicking into the wind. Lebanon coming from the north in the 4th quarter now. Got to buckle down. If they don't let any big gainers come, they're going to be in great shape. Nice punt right against the wind there. Ball's taken at the 15, and he looks around, dodges around 20, 25, taken down at about the 27, 28-yard line.
Number 22, Danny Johnson, first one down, makes a tackle. Danny makes a lot of tackles on that special team. Of course, when you got the speed he's got, you get a 4 or 5 yard head start above everybody else.
You know, the city of Lebanon is telecommunications is airing this game live as a broadcast on Channel 97. And if you couldn't make it to this first playoff game, remember you can also tune into the delayed video broadcast tonight at 11 o'clock, also on Monday night at 5, and also Thursday night at 7. Don't forget our coaches show will emanate from Mighty Casey's on Tuesday night. We had to put it on the shelf this week because of some problems with telephone lines and this kind of thing, but we'll be back on the air Tuesday night down at Mighty Casey's, Channel 97 for the coaches show.
Not problems. That was election day.
That's
I
true.
can't believe that the national election was more important than the coaches show on Tuesday night at Mighty Casey.
Well, I voted, but I missed the coaches show, daggone it.
Where are our priorities?
All right, 1st and 10. Springboro's taking over the ball on their own 26-yard line. They have motion coming out. They may have to get out of their regular game plan now. They might have to look around. Jordan's after it, and guess who?
Big Joe.
Oh,
Couple
yeah.
fumble recoveries. That's as much excitement as I've seen from Joe this year.
Yes, sir.
You got to have fun when you're playing, and Joe looks like he's having fun tonight. You can see here on the replay, he just beat his man from the right side. You'll see him come in. There he is, and I got you.
Have we had a candidate for the big hit yet tonight?
We had one earlier, and it was Ty Merchant, I believe.
That's right.
Didn't he cause a fumble there?
Caused the fumble, that's true.
That was an awful big hit, Tom.
Yes, it was.
We'll keep our eyes open, though.
2nd and 15. They're driven back now to about the 24-yard line. Quick snap. Reverse
Counter.
coming around the left side. Everybody's out here waiting on him.
There's Joe again.
Oh, my goodness.
Joe is he's stepping up now.
Oh.
You can see Casey Abrams come up and turned him back inside. Joe pursues. He's there. He makes the play.
He was a sleeping giant for about a
Here
half
comes
a game.
Joe.
Woke
He's
him
number
up. You can see
65
the
watching
replay
me.
here. Casey
Casey.
keeps contained, turns him inside.
There's Joe.
Joe says,
Boom.
"What are you doing coming to me?"
You know, we haven't called his name a lot tonight, but every time we have, it's been a prominent
play.
Big play.
Big play. Maybe dub him Big Play Joe.
He is tonight.
This ball game's certainly been won right to the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely. It's been a heck of a game to watch.
Jeremy Slavin got Baldwin down inside there, and that inside down people there. Pass out to the right, and he fumbles. It's a forward pass.
Should be ruled incomplete, and it is.
Yes, it should be. That's going to bring up 4th and about 15. So that series, they lost 5 on it. Lebanon's defense has really come alive, but that could be too because Springboro now in the 4th quarter trailing 17-0. Probably is coming out of their game plan that they wanted to follow. And you know that they wanted to run the football with Adam Dillon back there, the premier running back out of the MML, and just not able to get loose on Lebanon's defense. Low kick, hit on the 40, rolls down about the 32-yard line where it rolls out of bounds on the left side of the field. 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Lebanon leading 17-0 over the Springboro Panthers. What did I say, third quarter?
Said the third. We're going to get
right,
this thing over a little quicker
quarter.
than what you want
to. It's the fourth quarter. All right.
Don't forget Gary Bryant's recharging service. Even as we talk, I've got a toner cartridge in my pocket that I'm going to hand to Gary if I see him tonight, and I'm verifying it with the guys in the booth. There it is. I'm going to get it refilled, and I do a lot of printing with my computer. And Bandy doesn't even know what a toner cartridge is. But,
yeah, dude, you just showed it.
Okay, so Gary's going to be Give him a call at 932-1795.
Lebanon takes over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. Stack eye formation. McGee and Singleton. Singleton gets it off the left side over there. Gets about 5 when he tries to cut back to the right. Slips down.
You know, guys, we've talked a lot the last 2 or 3 weeks about the Warriors kind of digging little holes for themselves and making mistakes. But tonight, I think they're back to form.
Springboro has dug the holes themselves tonight.
They definitely have.
5 turnovers, Big Ed. Stat man Ed says 5 turnovers.
We want to thank Ed Gratton, too. He's kind of the man without a name up here because he does all the hard work. But Ed Gratton's filling in for Marty Eggleston these last 3 games, and he's done a super job for us.
2nd and about 5. Gives to
Flag.
Singleton. No, Abrams keeps it outside, puts it up in the air there. Man, he is stuffed.
Absolutely filled hard by number 23, Jordan Boheen. Just came like a rocket.
Wow, and there's a flag down over there.
It came out early, too.
If you happen to see the replay, you can watch the reaction of Nick Singleton, 23. Well, here's the replay right here. Nick's turning around saying, whoa, I thought I was supposed to have the ball.
Now watch this hit.
Shaboom. Welcome. That's a hit.
Well, procedure penalty brings it back. Now it's going to be 2nd and 10. No, 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. They declined the penalty. Of course, they'll take the down. Lebanon lost about 4 or 5 on that. 3rd and 10. 9:13 to go in the fourth quarter. Lebanon leading 17-0. Springboro stand right in their 5-2 defense. It's been effective all season. Abrams gives to the fullback, Runyon right in the middle, busts out, close to first down, but not enough. It's going to be 4th down and about 2, and Lebanon, of course, is going to that there's somebody down back behind.
He's getting up.
He is, oh, great.
Andy Tribby, number 71 from Springboro, was able to make the tackle before the first down.
That was Josh Eldridge. He got up slowly over there, but he's up and walking around, so he's all right.
You know, Josh pulled from his left tackle position there and got right up in that line of scrimmage.
They realize it's 4th down. Better get number 4 in the ball game.
I think we're
better get Joey Stevens in.
Maybe they're going for it, you suppose?
Right by
probably just using some time and going to call timeout.
Take a timeout.
Yeah, I imagine. Just going to use 25 seconds, work that clock, all he does. Looks like Coach Broush is saying now, calling timeout, okay. So with 8:11 to go, Lebanon is faced with a 4th and 2 situation at their own 40-yard line and leading 17-0. They're going to punt the football after this timeout.
You know, a couple of weeks ago, I had some car work done by John Russell down there at John Russell's garage at 710 Deerfield Road, and I have had peace of mind ever since. And I'm not saying it just because he's one of our sponsors. I've known John for a lot of years, and he's the kind of person when you take your car to him, you can rest assured it's going to be done correctly, and he's not going to fix it if it's not broken. John will be square with you. He'll look you right in the eye and tell you what the problem is and what it's going to take to fix it. So if you haven't been down there yet, and you got a car problem, and maybe you're new in the area, you don't know where a good garage is, well, there's no better one than John Russell down at the corner of Deerfield Road and East Street at 710 Deerfield Road. Give him a call at 932-1169.
They're still out on the field. They're still saying, hey, there's timeout. And guess what? What a great trainer Waterboy is. He's taking it out to the stripes and letting them drink some water, too.
He just went down 2 stripes in my estimation.
Coach Broush comes off the sideline. He said there's no problem. We're not changing our punt formation. Take it back up there. Springboro sends a double safety back. How far did Joey's last punt go? Didn't have it. Oh, stat man, I
think it went 41, if I'm not mistaken. The one before that was 56.
I'll be glad when Marty's back. Get these stats straight.
Got a flag.
Now, what do we have
delay.
Here?
Marty will be back next week, by the way, if there is a next week for us.
What do you mean if there is? 17-0?
Tom, I wondered about a delay. It was a false start. I was going to say, if we had a delay after timeout, we got to figure out what the heck's going on. We had a false start, though.
Well, now we got a punt.
Yeah, there'll be no fake here. Not when you're leading 17-0. fourth quarter. They respect his punting. Lowered their
Yes, they
back.
do.
They must think he's a super.
Oh, he shanked it.
Oh, he did shank it. That hurts. That hurts. Ah, well. We got about 25 on that punt anyway, didn't we, Ed?
About 20 of them, Coach.
A couple more of our sponsors that have helped us along these broadcasts are Minuteman Press and the Village Ice Cream Parlor. They've been faithful all the way this season. All 11 games, they've been with us, and we thank them for it. If you're in need of one of those places, tell them thank you for being a Warrior sponsor and making this game available to Lebanon fans, not only in Lebanon, but all over the country, and even the world. My brother-in-law listened once from Cairo, Egypt. Now, why he would be interested in Lebanon football in Cairo, I don't know, but he was.
All right. Springboro starting another drive. They've only threatened once, and that was early in the first quarter. Quarterback, straight drop back. Now he's rolling to his right, looks downfield. Just a little bit short. Just a little bit short. Had a man cutting over in the middle. He was open, but then covered behind. He wouldn't have gone anywhere. Might have been about a 20-yard gain. Nevertheless, it's incomplete. We're going to bring up 2nd and 10 at Springboro's own 45-yard line, and they're trailing 17-0 with 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
It's going to sound for the next few minutes like the Lebanon band is in the booth here with us, because they play right in front of the home stands during the fourth quarter of most of these games. So that's why they sound a little louder right now.
Well, and that's Mr. Ryanelli right in the middle of them. He's juking and jumping around there playing that trumpet. All right, 2nd and 10. Tight end goes to the left side. 2 wide outs, I formation. Luke Howard back to pass. Delivers, complete. Enough for the first down. It's going to be a first down out of it.
Nick Singleton and Casey Abrams was on the play for Lebanon.
Springboro says we're not going to give up yet, Ben.
While they're moving the sticks, let me remind you, for personalized and professional service, call on the Faulkner Koalas team, the team with the home team of Hinkle Schuler Realtors. Ask for Sandra or Mike Faulkner or Peggy Koalas for assistance with all your real estate needs.
Well, I can look down at our stands right now, and I can see who's musically inclined and who isn't. The people musically inclined, they're dancing back and forth.
Little rhythm
Those old
going
football
on.
players, they're just standing there watching. 1st and 10. Luke Howard looks, goes over, throws the ball, and completes it down to about the 32-yard line.
Jonathan Grubb was in on the coverage for Lebanon, number 25.
Josh Eldridge come back to that defensive lineup right now, sending Baldridge to the sideline along with Singleton. Who we got down at the head office tonight?
Well, Jim was down there when we called earlier.
Jim, the head man.
Jim Baldwin was down there running the show. I mean, Walt's probably around there someplace.
Yeah,
so.
but Jim's working overtime. Walt's off training tractors. Give back there, looking, takes it deep. He's got a man open. Oh, I think that was for the second man.
Number 5 looked like number 5 got his hand on it, Jason Anderson.
I think if he'd kept his hands off.
It looked like Damon Francis was right behind him.
That's what it looked like.
Well, there was talk all week about Lebanon said, hey, they can't lose to Kings, Mason, and Springboro in the county.
Boy, we'd fall a few notches on the ladder in the county if that happened.
Oh, we would.
Maybe we'll get another shot at the old Kings Knights next week.
That's right.
Yeah, I'd like to see him again.
I think it'd be a good game.
We got 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, 17-0. Springboro striking, though. 3rd and about 2. They're in 4-down territory. He's looking. He squares away, throws the ball, intercepted. Casey Abrams shoved out of bounds. Oh, a big interception by Casey Abrams. I tell you what, he could be player of the game right now.
He's had a heck of a good football game.
Oh, he's had a great one.
That's 2 picks for Casey tonight. And
he scored 2 touchdowns.
Can see here on the replay.
Casey reads this perfectly. Watch it. 15
Just steps right
in.
up in there. The ball was thrown a little wide.
How
Casey
about that
just
coverage,
snatched
guys?
it. Tom, you know, it looked like there was about 4 maroon
There
jerseys.
were 4.
It didn't look like, Craig.
There were.
There was.
I'm not seeing anything.
Well, that just about put the straw on the camel's back, wouldn't you say?
That might be that nail we've been looking
we're
for.
going to work another week now, boys, at least. Going to see who we get, Vandalia or Kings. We're talking early, but I tell you, I have confidence in the Warriors. Stack eye, going to burn some time now, you can bet. Nick Out jumps the man. He's given to the left side, though, but tackle coming back across the left. Come back to right very quickly.
Joe Weimer, number 42, is the Panther.
You know, there's one other streak on the line, and it's Nick's consecutive touchdown streak. He's got 14 going for him.
Nick better break one.
14 straight games. He scored at least one touchdown. He has not scored one yet tonight.
Better break one. Do you know he can score anytime he gets that football?
2nd and 6.
I got an idea he'll be carrying it a few times here on out.
Oh, I'd put it in his belly a few. McGee at tail at fullback. Runyon at the second back, and back at the back of the eye is Speedy Danny Johnson. Comes back to right side. Hello, Danny Johnson. Bingo. Gets nothing out of that.
Hit behind the line of scrimmage by number 2. The workhorse for the Springboro Panthers, Joey Maccabee.
Well, I tell you, there's kids, those linebackers react.
They just absolutely fly to the football. And I'll tell you, they haven't quit tonight. You can see right here on the replay, boom, he just fills that hole. They just won't quit. You got to give them credit there.
Maccabee and South are as final linebackers you're going to see in high school football.
They can play the game.
3rd and about 9. Right at the 50-yard line. Gives to
Slavin.
44.
Right in the middle. No, that's Slavin.
That's Travis Slavin. Once again, Maccabee was on the tackle for Springboro.
All right, well, you got to punt the football. You got to give them the long field to play from. Don't give them the short field. Let that clock run down as far as you go.
You know, Tom, you had your halftime talk there with Jerry Collins, and I talked to his youngest son, John, last night. He's a client of mine, and you know, I really believe. John said to me, he says, you know, all I want to do is just watch 2 teams play their hearts out. And I think John got what he wanted to see tonight.
I think he did. And Jerry better be wearing that red shirt when I see him next time.
I'll tell you what, that's what I got.
Jerry will be back on that Warrior bandwagon next week.
He will, for sure.
Absolutely.
And so will Jimmy.
Sure they will. They bleed Warrior maroon.
Boy, they got problems then, don't they? If your blood is maroon. I've heard of blue bloods, but not maroon bloods.
It's got a timeout. Let's see who brought us this thing tonight.
Well, with Senior Flaherty Insurance is the You Know Us agency representing Motorist Mutual Insurance Company. Senior Flaherty has received the Motorist Highest Agency Award for the last 15 years for excellent service and commitment to its customers. Call or stop in and see for yourself at their Mason office at 104 Reading Road. Call them at 398-6966 or the new Lebanon location at 407 North Broadway at 932-6801.
There's the snap. The punt by Joey Stevens. It hits, gets a good Lebanon bounce, picked up the 12-yard line, 15, 20, 25-yard line.
Jonathan Clark on the stop for Lebanon, number 12. Had him trapped right along that sideline, used it as a extra defender, and made the play.
Tom, you're talking about Senior Flaherty. Duke runs the Lebanon office, but you can bet that he's not here tonight because Jack Flaherty's been in Mason for a long time, carried the chains, and he carried him last Friday night down at Mason. You know where both them are tonight. They're at Centerville watching the Comets play up there. And I hope that the Comets give a good account of themselves.
I hope they beat Centerville, but I don't think they will.
Well,
Centerville's loaded. Bob
what
Gregg.
was the pick in the paper?
Oh, who cares about that?
35-14,
That sounds about close. I don't know if Mason will score twice on them.
That'd be respectable if they did hold it. If it's 35-14, they can walk out with their heads high.
Bob Gregg has a great football team up there.
1st and 10. Pass out to the left there. No, it's a forward pass. It wasn't a lateral. Look, Albert, you can't see, let alone not talking.
You got to play it like that,
You got to get in the pulpit.
Would you want your linebacker letting it bounce around back there?
Was Joe Hicks put an absolute lick on that quarterback.
There he is again.
Force that throw early.
No huddle.
No huddle.
Offense.
They're coming fast.
2nd and 15. Quarterback Howard motions. Got a wide slot to the right. Ball's just, I tell you, he's just been hurried a couple times, been taken down a couple times. He's limping on his right foot right now. He just hasn't had a good night out there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 15, guys.
It's tough on the call. What would you call?
Yeah, well, gee whiz.
You're going to throw it to somebody.
You had to make a living calling 3rd and 15.
The stadium knows. I bet you my wife even knows what to do. Now, I don't know about that.
She might not be watching.
Let's not get too carried away here, Lefty.
Well, maybe my daughter, and I don't know about that either.
Well, and if she did know, you'd never listen to her. I tried to call plays for you for 15 years. You never listened.
All right, we got 3rd and about 14. Back on their own 20-yard line. Springboro's looking. Don't want to run it. You can't run 15 yards against our defense.
Nope. Connor McGeehan says we'll give you about 6, but not 15.
With 3:42 to go, Lebanon leading 17-0. And the Ron Jackson, you're not leaving, are you?
See,
Newspaper guy's leaving.
Going to get a great article in the
See you,
paper.
Ronnie.
It's called Deadline, guys. I did it for 30 years.
Okay.
He does a great job for
Yes,
that
he
Dayton
does.
Daily News. I love reading his articles.
Well, you got to go for it, but between a rock and a hard place right now. High formation. It's got to be a 5-yard play or they give it up. He's looking a lot of time crossing.
Got it.
They got it.
I'm
They
not
got
sure.
Yes, they did.
Yep.
They're going to give him a good spot out of it.
Connor
but
McGeehan was on the stop for Lebanon, but I do believe, guys, they did pick it up. They've already marked it.
move the sticks again.
But the time is running out on the Panthers.
Yes, there's 3 minutes to go in the football game. Lebanon leading 17-0. No huddle offense. Howard looking back, pumps, throwing long. Nobody home down there.
Good coverage by Danny Johnson and Ty Merchant. It's
Yes.
overthrown.
That youngster threw the ball about
He cut loose on
45
that
or
one.
50
He
yards in
cut
the
loose
air,
on that one.
and he was running to his right on that.
The Warrior secondary knows what's coming, and they're playing back. I don't think anybody's going to get behind them tonight.
You know, I got a feeling that just perhaps the Lebanon defense might have surprised the Springboro coaches a bit. They played a very fine football game here.
Defense has played as well tonight, Tom, as I've seen them play this
All
year.
year. Me too.
Can't disagree with that, guys. Played a fine football game. 2nd and 10. Going to give the fullback. Oh, Jordan Hicks.
Big
That
Joe.
could be the hit.
That might
Lordy.
just take the spot of
Take
those
a look
50
at it.
wings.
I
We're going
missed
to
it.
watch
I'll
it
have
one
to
more
look at the
time.
replay.
Oh,
We're going to
Lordy.
vote right now
Watch
on this
this.
replay. Here he
Watch
comes
this.
down.
Crunch.
Ooh.
Let's give him 50, boys.
I think so,
Ooh,
guys.
That's
Ty,
Ty
we're
Merchant.
sorry, partner.
That
Well,
along with-
we'll vote on it at the end of the game now. We'll vote. Yep, Tom Tortello says, give it to the old defensive back. Yeah, you're partial. You was a defensive
He's
back.
a defensive back. Those
Boy.
guys beg for anything.
We'll split those wings this week,
That
25
might have to
apiece.
be. That's a
That
good
might be
idea.
the best way to do it.
Quarterback's rolling out to the right, look back, throwing over there. Nice catch. And he's loose. He's got some yardage.
Run out of
Comes
bounds by Justin Runyon.
But he moves the sticks again. It's going to
Absolutely.
be another first down for Springboro. But, you know, go ahead. Let them nickel and dime here. When you're down 17, I'll give up 10 anytime because you're going to lose the battle, but you got the war already won.
Takes a lot of time to get those 10 yards at a pop. That's all right. That's what they want. We'll give it to them.
2:19 to go in the football game. Lebanon leading 17-0. The ball resting right at the 50-yard line. Springboro has it 1st and 10. Wide slot to the right. High formation. Quarterback. Howard is back. He's gets up about 4 or 5 yards, but I tell you, he doesn't want to do that. Maybe nobody was open. You got to throw it away. Precious time is clicking off of there.
Hicks flushed him out of the pocket, and 66, Josh Eldridge made the tackle.
Nobody home. He got it. He's got another first down. He's down to the 40, 35, 30. Look out. There's a collision. All right, down to the 30-yard line. Nice
host
completion.
Warriors.
That moves the chains again. A 20-yard pass play.
Guys, Joe Hicks, he's come to play. It just seemed like ever since we just talked about we haven't called his name, he's just showed up and made all
This
kinds
might
of plays.
give that youngster a Division I scholarship.
He has absolutely showed up and played tonight.
Lebanon says, we'll stop this a little bit. We're going to call timeout. So with 1:46 to go in the football game, leading 17-0, let's hear from who sponsored this ball game.
You order one medium Domino's deep dish pizza with 2 toppings for only $8.99, and you get a second medium pizza for only $4.99. It's a great offer, but it's a limited time offer. Your Domino's deep dish pizza, it's the best. Stop in after the ball game or before a ball game or just any time when you're hungry for good pizza. Domino's is a place to be. And also we want to remember the Lebanon Citizens National Bank, the bank there on the corner. They've been such a faithful sponsor of Warrior sports, and not only athletic events, but all school events. Lebanon Citizens National Bank has been involved in this for many, many years. We thank them also for helping us bring you this 4th quarter.
Jim Baldridge, I would bet that every television set in town, if there's somebody home, unless it's a game, they're watching this tonight. It's been a great football game, and thank you for helping bring this to all the people out there. And, of course, at 11 o'clock, thanks again, they're going to be able to see this game on television. Channel 97, it's coming. There's a timeout, 1st and 10. Springboro's got the ball on the 11 to 30-yard line. 1:45 to go in the football game. High formation. Quarterback Howard is looking over. Takes a snap, short drop, 3-stop drop, and he catches the ball again. Another completion. But I tell you, nickel and diamond doesn't hurt us.
It's not gonna get the job done, Coach. But you know, maybe they just want to get a touchdown put on the board.
That could be. And there's timeout called now by Springboro. Tom, are you ready for another commercial?
Well, I'm just going to run down our sponsors once again who've helped bring you this fourth quarter. The City of Lebanon, Channel 97. You're listening to it right now, and tonight at 11 o'clock you can watch this great game, and it's been a good one. Bryant's Recharging Service, John Russell's Garage, the Minuteman Press, Village Ice Cream Parlor, Hinkle Schuler, the Senior Flaherty Insurance Company, Domino's Pizza, and the Lebanon Citizens National Bank. You know, were the game to end at this score, it would be history repeating itself, because that was a score we beat Dayton Rolfe by in 1980, 17-0. Young man named Vandergrift scored all 17 points that night. I remember that well.
This guy is just history.
Isn't he, though?
He's just history.
He just keeps coming to that
amazes
stuff.
me.
Who would have thought all those 99? Who would have thought of the 17? Oh, boy.
Hey, when you're babysitting a 10-month-old, you try to pass the time, okay?
Especially when he eats and eats and eats, like you were saying.
He reads and reads and reads. All right. They're putting the ball down right now. You know, when it comes playoff time, things change a lot. There's people into the game tonight I haven't seen for years, as long as all of the regulars. Back. Howard's back. Pitches off to the left here to the tailback. Dillon just can't quite get his footing out there and tackled immediately.
Justin Runyon helped on the play by Ty Merchant. These guys are just sitting back, letting them catch it, keep them in bounds, keep the clock running.
No huddle offense. 2 wide outs, I formation, short drop, looking around, plenty of time, throws deep. Oh, Lord, and that would have made 3, and that the school total tied a school record for interceptions.
And that was it. Casey Abrams had that in his hands, and it got away from him.
He was there. He's fine defensive back. He just solidifies that secondary.
I think he had, 8 interceptions for us last year, or 7?
8 interceptions last year. He's got a little gimp in his get-along right now.
That's
Cadillac.
the varsity limp.
That's the varsity
He'll be
strut.
all right.
I remember old coach used to talk to us about that varsity strut.
Got to sweat that pus out of you on Monday morning.
Well, we got another timeout on the field, and 1:08 to play here in the fourth quarter. The Warriors have a 17-0 lead. I think there's little question that we're going to play again next week. The only questions that remain to be filled in are who and where.
Yes, and I tell you what, right now, I don't think it makes Coach Broush any difference whether he plays Vandalia or Kings.
I think he'd like another shot at Kings, but he'll take whoever comes along.
Tom, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just sitting here thinking, you know, if I had my choice, I'd just like another shot at those King Knights.
You know, last year when the Chardon players were walking off the field, the only thing they could talk about was getting us back this year. Well, we could possibly be there, but Chardon's not going to make it.
Can't finish 5-5 and have a shot at it.
Well, they'll have to get us from the locker room or the stadium or watching, because they're not going to be there. We might be.
Let's see, it'll be, 5 straight state playoff victories?
Yeah.
That'll set a school record every time we win.
That's right.
That's set a lot of records, won't it?
That's the 5th year we've been in the playoffs, 80, 88, 97, 98, and 99. It's
been a good old slug-em, smash-mouth football game. Great defense both ways. Turnovers hurt. Luke Howard, quarterback, calling signals. 4th and about 9. He needs 9 yards out of it. He's looking. He's got a man down.
2 defenders on the play. Ty Merchant, Danny Johnson.
Did a great job. Lebanon takes over, and we're probably not going to see anything else except just hit a knee, run the timeout. Lebanon leading 17-0, and everybody's starting to feel it right now. Everybody's putting those hands together, up on their feet, looking around, and, you know, there's not many taillights leaving the stadium yet. Everybody says, I just want to hang around and watch the thing.
It's a great atmosphere to enjoy.
There's a few vacant seats on the Springboro side, but that's understandable.
I had noticed that, yeah. Well, the band got up and walked out. That's where they come from.
Hey, Tom, 14 straight games, touchdown Nick Singleton. Doesn't get one tonight, but I'll bet he's still just happy as can be.
Heck yeah.
Good job, coaches. Falling out of here. They're going to play again next week.
Going out of here.
They still got some work to get done.
Happy bunch of Warrior coaches as they leave the press box.
When they leave the press box, they know that they've got it wrapped up. Time for that person to get on the table and dance, but I'm not going to say what kind.
Well, Springboro takes a timeout.
Well, they're going to prolong this minute.
Prolong it.
A little bit.
Well, Springboro really needs to be proud of their effort, their first playoff appearance. And
John Gamble from Go Concepts, you didn't get any kind of, no kind of information out of you.
I've called everywhere.
Nothing but palms up and blank face.
That's a salesman's excuse right there. I've done everything I can do. The best I can.
All right. If you do the best you can, we're not going to say anything. Oh, we're getting a call right now.
This could be the answer we've been looking for.
This is going to be next to last play of the game. Abrams just takes the ball, goes and out.
No scores.
49 seconds.
They're listed, no scores yet.
Listening and no scores. We can't get you anything.
Well, we're getting done in just a little over 2.5 hours, or 2 hours tonight. That's pretty quick.
38, 37, 36. The cheerleaders are up. The fans are up. Taillights are starting to leave the stadium. There's some bare seats over in Springboro there. Lebanon's going on to the next game, which will be Kings or Vandalia. 23. This baby's over. Less than 20 seconds to go. You don't have to snap the ball again. Not one more time. As soon as we get the stats figured up here, we're going to make this one history. Coach Broush is going on the field with all the rest of the coaches. Both teams there. You can see Lebanon's fans. They're up and they're cheering. Both teams now will go out of this. Hey, you want to know something, man? Playoff game. You know it's got to be disheartening. No personal fouls.
None whatsoever. Just
None
a well-played football team by two neighboring communities. A great night. Big crowd, loud bands. It just doesn't get any better than this.
I guess the only downside of this whole thing is that Colson won't get his grass cut after all.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm putting a heat back on him because I'm a big supporter of his basketball program, and I'm going to quit supporting if he welches on that bet.
Oh, Lord. Now, remember, you're talking on the radio.
That's okay.
You're not just talking at Coach's Corner, a little huddle down at Casey.
I'm going down. I'm finding him right now because he copped out of that bet.
He's on his way home. He's Troy Holt's on his way home.
I'll bet you get the call at midnight. He start his long
We got it wrapped up. He's leaving the press box, too.
Well, just a reminder, we talked before the game that Lebanon's record on this field was 99-51-3. Well, that was the 100th win on this field for Lebanon football since 1970, since they opened the field here. And I don't know what the record is since they renamed it Jim Vandergrift, something like 9 or 10-1.
Well, that's a good record.
Not a bad record, not a bad record.
Coach Broush is putting those numbers up there.
That's true.
He's doing a great job of putting the numbers up there. Well, it's all over. Lebanon has won 17-0, their first playoff game, the first game of the second season starting out. Let's listen to Ed Gratton here with a little bit to say here about statistics. Then we're going to put this baby to bed, watching the Warriors out there with their peeled heads, looking around saying, hey, we got another week of practice. Springboro season is over.
Well, you just heard a great defensive output tonight by the Lebanon Warriors, who have won the game 17-0. Lebanon drew first blood tonight when Josh Eldridge hit a 32-yard field goal with 7:24 left in the first half, which made the score 3-0. Then Lebanon added two more scores on top of that in the second half, bringing the total to 17-0. For Springboro tonight, they had a pretty balanced offensive showing. Had 104 yards on the ground, and they had added 111 through the air. Quarterback was 10 of 21. They had 22 first downs. They weren't penalized at all tonight, which is surprising. For Lebanon, they had 178 yards on the ground. Abrams was 4 for 11 for 47 yards, and they had 21 first downs. Lebanon, however, was penalized 6 times for a total of 40 yards. Some individual stats tonight. Travis Slavin carried the ball 1 time for a total of 2 yards. Ty Merchant caught a pass for 10. Justin Runyon carried the ball 7 times for 63 yards and caught 1 ball for 11 yards. Casey Abrams carried the ball 11 times for 11 yards. Danny Johnson had 6 yards. Nick Singleton again had the bulk of the offense, carrying the ball 19 times for 93 yards. This might be the first or second game of the season where he didn't hit the century mark, guys. Steve Johnson caught 2 passes for a total of 26 yards. Josh Eldridge again was perfect tonight, hitting 2 extra points for his 200th point, and also making 1 good field goal. So add all that up together, throw in the pot, and we got a score of 17-0, and we're headed. Going to play again next week.
Tom, any final remarks?
Yeah, just I think Mark Kaluger's team has had a fine season. I'm really happy for the progress they've made. I know he feels bad that he lost, and I know he feels bad about the turnovers. I'm sure, he thought he could have played better. But I take my hat off to him and his program, and I'm really happy for the way it's progressed because I've got a lot of good friends at Springboro, and I know they have every reason to be happy about their football team.
Well, they've got a fine school, fine fans, fine football team, band, cheerleaders, the whole works. And another thing, they showed great sportsmanship tonight. Both teams did. Nothing to be ashamed of whatsoever. They just didn't quite have the speed to match Lebanon, plus the fact I believe that Lebanon's offensive and defensive lines. But again, when you cough up the ball 6 times, was it 6 turnovers to none, and you get Lebanon gets 6 takeaways, it's hard to win, guys.
That's true.
It sure is.
We want to thank our sponsors for helping bring you this game tonight. This is our last home game of the year. Everything else now is going to be on the road someplace against opponents we don't even know who they are yet. But it will be the winner of the Kings Vandalia game, and very likely it'll be played somewhere close in this area since both schools are here. City of Lebanon, Ameritech, Bryant's Recharging, Russell's Garage, Minuteman Press, the Village Ice Cream Parlor, People's Building and Loan, Mighty Casey's Eatery, Hinkle Schuler, Senior Flaherty, Go Concepts, the Western Star, Domino's Pizza, and Arette's Designs. We thank them for coming aboard. We'll see you next week, next Friday night, somewhere. We're not sure where.
Well, we know that we're going to play. We know that we're going to play the winner of the Vandalia Kings. We know that it's going to be on Friday night, and we know it's going to be 7:30. We don't know which team plays, and we don't know the site yet.
That'll be announced Sunday afternoon.
It will be announced Sunday afternoon where the site is going to be. But we do know Lebanon's football season is continued to the second game of the playoffs, headed for the state championship.
Just one more thought, Jim. If people have computers, they can find out Sunday afternoon themselves. They have to call up the website, ohsaa.org, and the pairings and the scores from Friday night's games and everything will be right there.
Well, and for Craig Colston, Ed Gratton, Tom McRoberts, and this is Jim Vandegrift, we're saying good night from Lebanon Warrior Stadium.